Are we live? I think we are. I think we are. I think we're live. I think we're live. You can never tell. There's like a delay. There's like this delay thing that happens, you know. Welcome. This is BUNKBED COFFIN. I'm a noun. How are you? How's your life? How's life going? Because you only get one. One that you can remember. Calm down. Calm down. Reincarnationists, however you say it. People who believe in reincarnation. Reincarnationists. Bath crazy. Bathy crazy. What's up? Hey, Pasha, rebirth is the resurrection. Yeah, but can anybody really remember their last lives? Anybody outside of dreams? You know what I mean? I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Tupac always said, the only thing I fear of this life is coming back. Good to see you, Pasha. Good to see you, Pasha. Dan, good to see you. I could not wait to see you back, B-Rob. I'm back. I'm here. We're gonna fight this pedOligarchy. Pasha, do you like that? I had to combine pedos and oligarchy because that's what they are. This is essentially what is running America. The pedOligarchy. pedOligarchy. Merriam-Webster's, hit me up. Any dictionary, hit me up. We're going to put pedOligarchy in there. We'll put Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, all of them up there. This is BUNKBED COFFIN. Welcome to the show. Hit subscribe. What's up, Martin? It's good to see everybody. How are you guys doing? By the way, in a minute, we'll let some pedalon oligarchy. I like calling Elon pedalon. I have the new anthem. You know, Pete Hegseth called this war, Stephen Miller and Pete Hegseth said this is not going to be a woke war. No more PC rules of engagement. So I found the theme song that they're playing in all the fighter jets and for all the troops going to war right now. I'll play it for you in a minute. Let's let some more people roll in before you have the new American War theme song. And please, if you can, after this, go check out BUNKBED COFFIN. He's got so much good music. I call it new grunge. We need grunge again, man. Actually, I think after this war period, from the dust will rise a new grunge. Pasha, thank you for the 199 super chat. The best minds all work in smoke and darkness. I like that. Hey, what's up, Smoke and Blondie? Good to see you. Good to see you. How is your day? How's everybody's day? Nice to see some sanity in the world we're living in. Amen. That's what we're trying to do here. It's wait a minute. Is Sarjan? Sarjan is in here. Good day, America. Good evening, Europe. Hey, Sarjan, I have a listen. Before we get into America's new war theme song, I'm going to play it for you in a second. Sarjan, do you guys do daylight savings in Europe? I'm sorry, it's about to be daylight savings here in America. It's one of the stupidest things ever. Maybe this is just a stupid question, but instead of Googling it, instead of using Bill Gates' STD software, I would rather just ask a friend across the ocean. That's what the internet's for. You guys do have, no way. You have daylight savings? Are you guys doing, what's up, Jess? The US is Tsarist Russia when they hit Japan. How are you doing? Oh, wait, that's not, wait a minute. Is that Jess? Is that's Christi Noem gone? No. You're fucking kidding. No, 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 no. I've been reading the news all day. What? Every time I want to spell her name, I don't want to spell it Noem, but I want to spell it like Gnome, like Keebler Elf. Trump fires Noem. Oh, you heard it here first 8 minutes ago. Thank you, President Reagan. Look at that. I had some audio about her too. Oh my God, that is Jess. Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought that was Jess. I don't know why. The numbers at the end 21, 420, baby. It's got to be 420. Yep, she fucked up. Makes Trump look bad. That's the fun. Okay, we're going to play the new American war theme song in 1 second. I keep teasing it, but the chat's got me on one right now. Listen, Jess, the funniest thing is like, she fucked up, makes Trump look bad, but not the Epstein files. You know what I mean? They're like, here, just so you know what has happened in the past. Here, I'm just gonna, goddamn, we'll get to the Christi Noem audio. I have the Christi Noem audio. If you don't know, she sent $143 million of our money to one of her friends, and Congress called her out on it. So I'm guessing that's probably, it wasn't that she murked her dog. It wasn't that she, basically set up a Hollywood studios to steal our tax dollars and film, cost patriot around America. I'm guessing it was stealing $143 million. Is she going to be buried under the prison, or is this just going to be she's fired, she's on leave without pay? You know what I mean? Is it going to be one of those things where she's just going to go get hired by a corporation to lobby Trump? Good God, this fucking whole system is rotten from the core. Never mind a few good apples. This is all bad apple. This is all rotten apple. The tree is poison, man. The tree is fucking deadly. Don't eat from the tree. All right, we'll get into Christi Noem. We'll get into Christi Noem. Um, okay. I gotta focus. She's gone. Get another stupid job for sure. She's gonna get another stupid job. I guarantee you, she'll be hired by tomorrow. With her expertise, as in sniffing Trump's taint, she will be hired by some corporation. Peter Thiel's probably like, "Hey, man, do you want to use Palantir to drone all the wild dogs? You want to use Palantir to drone all the dogs that what Ring Camera's looking for? She's gonna have a job in a minute. 2 blondes to go. Oh, and Dan, I hope you're counting Donald Trump as one of those dumb blondes." Refresh the tree of liberty. At this point, the tree of liberty is more of like an Epstein bush, and it needs to be chopped the fuck down. She's gonna be bagging groceries at Publix in West Palm Beach. I wish. Listen, that would be the great fucking the great karmic justice, if she had to be a stock girl at Publix in West Palm Beach. But the truth is right now, her people are talking to either that or she's going to run off with the 143 million she stole from us. There's a reason this audio that I'm going to play, she funneled it to a not known location. It's because, she's probably she's going to take a month-long vacation to Epstein Island, I'm guessing. USA people, unite as one. All sides got played. Free your mind, unite. 100% Starboy the Night. Appreciate you, because that's what we're trying to do here. I mean, there are some people that I just think are unreachable. We're going to talk about fascism, and we're going to wait for those Looney Tunes to get in here and go, why don't you define it? It's like, we get it. We need you. We need to spell it out for you. But before we get into all that, and it's good to know it is Daylight Savings Weekend, and they do have it in Europe. I did not know that. Sardyon, do you guys do Halloween in October? Do you guys have a Halloween? Has that made it across the ocean to you guys? Sorry, I could ask you questions all day. I'm so interested in other places. President Reagan, I never got played. I didn't get played. Here's the thing, Starboy. Not all sides got played. Us leftists, we've been calling this out for a decade. We've been, since before the Iraq War, since Vietnam, since the people who were anti-federalists, Yeah, this has been a long fight. It's been a long one, but I feel like we're on the precipice of something. They were one thing about Donald Trump being anointed. He had to get anointed to wake up, the people that are Democrats and some of those conservatives to be like, what are we worshiping here? What is this system, this structure that we are worshiping? And the thing is like Donald Trump isn't, that's why I call him a dumb blonde. He's a mimbo, a man bimbo. Um, he can't do things on the sly. Dude couldn't even cheat on Melania with Stormy Daniels on the sly. He got caught on a federal level. You know what I mean? Like that dude cheated on his wife and it's in court records. Oh my God. How stupid do you have to be? That dude paid hush money to another dumb bim because he cheated on the wife dumb bim because he's a mimb. You know what I mean? Like this dude ain't on the sly. So he had to literally do this shit in front of people's faces for them to like wake up. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. We're all getting healthcare. If we got to take it, we got to take it. Okay, but I promised you I would play you. This is, hold on. Let me do something. Let me just tweak it out because I read that AI stuff can't be copyrighted, and I know this is AI. Of course, the America war theme is AI. But just in case, I do my little trick. His cheese has slid off the cracker. I like that. I like that saying. I'm a retired pilot. My last Cessna had 2 left wings. So with the situation in the Middle East being so stupid, is we are running out of interceptors because Iranian drones, the Shahed drones, we are surrounding in enemy territory, so we can't escape to resupply. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're just even bad at reading, but are reading about what's going on, or you could even just watch people on YouTube. Um, like I was watching Malcolm Nance. I'll pull up Malcolm Nance. He's like former military intel or something. I forget his exact. Hold on, let me find out. American author, media pundit. He's former United States Navy senior chief petty officer specializing in naval cryptology. Oh, is he a crypto bro? I'm just kidding. Hold on, let me, because yeah, if you read, like, it's so funny that the other audio I'm gonna play for you once you understand this. Um, where is, I gotta find the short where he's talking about the drones. Where is it? Come on, man. Damn, he's got a lot of short. Yo, this dude is cranking up. Here we go.
That's what we said already yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, we said that yesterday. And if Iran says, hey, we're just going to launch 5,000 Shaheeds every day for the
Those are the drones Jess was referencing.
next 30 days, you could devastate the Middle East. You could expend all of their missile stocks. I mean, I don't know if they have enough interceptors. They may start going the way of Iraq. Not Iraq, Ukraine. And here's something even more interesting. Ukraine has had 50,000 Shaheeds fired at them in 4 years.
Yeah.
If Iran's got a stockpile of 80,000 and they could, even if they built 100 a day in back garages, in 500 garages, 500 per day, they could literally break the economies of the Arabian Gulf.
Man, check out Malcolm Nance. He's so good. Malcolm Nance Media on YouTube. I dip and dive where I got my news sources from, you know. Thank you, Jess. It's been pink for a long time. It's fizzling out. It's just so cold. It's just so cold in here. What's up, John Deere? Howdy. We got the South in the house, representing the South. Don't forget to thank Zelensky for helping the U.S. now, JD Vance. Oh, man, that makes me want to pull up that clip. But first, we have to play the new American war theme. Are you guys ready? They haven't announced it yet. I'm sure Madame President Trump will announce that all soldiers will be forced to stand stand and stand and salute while this song plays.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame, we'll fight for the gospel, we'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk, his courage our own, together unbroken, we'll make heaven known.
Oh, there's going to be some people knowing about heaven after this. It wasn't Charlie Kirk, though. You know, he's still asking the question while burning in the 8th ring of hell. Oh, that is the new American war theme. I do like this. Sorry, John. That's okay. We all like a bit, you know, like if Lisa Loeb comes on, I'm not turning it off. And you say you only hear what you want to. I don't listen hard. You know, if Lisa Loeb, listen, if Four Non Blondes has a banger, though. I'm trying to think, what is some of my worst taste in music? I think Lisa Loeb is definitely a guilty, but that just reminds me of like coffee shop, 90s coffee shop times where the 90s had like couches and fucking beat poetry, you know, and you went at night. You went to a coffee shop at night. That's what we did in the 90s, okay? You went at night to get your coffee, like we were goddamn Italians. That song came out a week after Charlie Kirk's bigoted self died. Charlie Kirk's bigoted self died. I thought you were saying he self died. Lisa Loeb is still cool. All right. You must be my age. Because if we said Lisa Loeb to anyone, any younger person, they'd be like, who? What? Earlobe? Belinda Carlisle sucks. Okay. We're not just going to start bashing people. Susan Vega, what? Oh, keep forgetting. I can't play most of this music. God, I'm so mad. Listen, if you want me to play music and say F the copyright stuff, hit subscribe at the notification bell, because once we get big enough, I'll start doing it. That's my question to YouTube. If you demonetize my videos, do they get the copyright money from no money? That's a little inside. Yep, 81 here. All right. I was gonna say Pluto. You gotta be my age, because when I've said Lisa Loeb to anyone in their, I would even say 30s, they're like, who? I'm glad my leftist government supplies them. Sun Tzu was right. When you go to war, have established supply lines. Oh my God, Jess, Sim Racing's here. What's up? Sim, I love it. Sim jumped in to defend Belinda. I love when the chat is going to war over the side quests. I absolutely adore that. Not only Sun Tzu, but Professor Zhang. He's like gone total viral, and it's funny because people started sending me like Professor Zhang is a guy who is on YouTube. He was on Breaking Points or Bullet Points, or I don't know, Crystal Ball. She has a show. That's her real name. But he was on there and they got like 4 million views in a day or something. And all of a sudden he's everywhere now, right? But he's had a YouTube channel forever. And he has predictive history. And that one's just it's just fascinating. He talks about so many different things. But once he kind of blew up, you know, you're seeing more of his stuff being fed everywhere. And actually, I just kind of watch his videos. But I think his video from today, he talks about the war of asymmetry and the 3 things you need. And I forget what the other 2 was, but like Jess said, supply lines, something. Shit, I should have pulled it up. I should take a picture because it's fascinating. It really is. Maybe we'll look into it a little bit later. First, we all have to remember that in war times, you need a good anthem. Some of you from the 1980s might remember they had Top Gun, Highway to the Danger Zone. That was like a thing, you know, for the Top Gunners. Tom Cruise and Goose and Iceman. You guys might remember that. If you don't, not the one that they just remade. I'm talking about the original. Highway to the... You guys, I wish I could play the music. But in the year of our Lord, 2026, the U.S. military has a new theme song. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flag. Oh, God. So just expect to hear that a lot, Middle East. I'm more sorry that this is happening with the Charlie Kirk theme song than anything else, you know? My God, if that was the last thing I heard before going to hell or whatever happens, I don't know. I would be more pissed at that. I'd be like, listen, I'm ready to kick it, but that way, homie. All right, let's get into Christi Noem was fired. I can't fucking believe it. I can't. Mikey likes it. I can't believe it. But if you don't know, I'm guessing it's because she stole $143 million from you and me. If you're in America, Sardion, she didn't steal any money from you yet. BJ, the Portugoose. If there is a hell, that's where he's at. Yeah. Charlie Kirk, you know him. You remember him. He lost the gun debate by a long shot. Thank you. And no respect for nuisances. What's up, Troll Slayer? Good to see you. Cage is here. I remember listening to Lisa Lobo playing on Sega CD. You just said Sega CD while Beavis and Butthead was on in the living room. All the friends taking turns on the Sega. Yeah. Yup. God, what a throwback. What a throwback. What's up, Thorn? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shit. Yo, when this channel gets, I think I'm shadow banned right now. But when this channel gets big enough, we'll do a Sega CD live stream. Not the cartridge, but when Sega went CD. It was new wave technology. We'll do a Sega live stream with Lisa Loeb in the background. Oh my God. Okay, so this is Christi Noem getting caught funneling our money to a company that was created 8 days before.
Companies. 4 of the hundreds of thousands of companies in the United States, you identified 4. One of those is this Safe America Media company. Where is Safe America Media headquartered?
I don't know.
I don't know either, Madam Secretary. We can't find it. We can't find a website.
That's fucking crazy. Like, I'm just gonna rewind it, because like the fact that you're like, you sent 143. Yo, if I had, I don't even know, because I don't really send money, but could you imagine sending a large amount of money? Like, your bank's gonna fucking be like, are you doing this? Are you sure? You know, like, even, what is it? Some of these apps, like, even double check. They're like, are you sure you have the info right? You know where this is going? And she's saying, no, I just sent it. Don't know where it is. They said, send it. What was it, a phone scam? Did a Nigerian prince? I wish this dude was like, did a Nigerian prince email you to send this money? What do you mean you don't know?
Media headquartered.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know $143 million and you don't double check the address? Yo, this dumb bitch gotta go. And she's gone.
I don't know either, Madam Secretary. We can't find it. We can't find a website.
I would speculate that was the point, because she's a criminal, because they're all criminals, because everybody that wears a suit and tie is basically a fucking criminal.
We did find an address that's registered for this company. Do you know where that address is?
Where?
Is there a problem with this contract?
I'll tell you about it. Madam Secretary, the address is registered to a political operative. Madam Secretary.
Madam Secretary, shut the fuck up. I got you. I know you're wearing a suit and tie, so you can't say that. But if she's gonna make a mockery of $143 million of our tax money, allow me. Shut the fuck up, Noem.
The company, and then I'll give you an opportunity to respond. The company is registered to a political operative in Virginia. Do you know, just by way of example, whether this company that received $143 million in taxpayer dollars, has it ever done work for the government before?
I don't know. I can't.
The answer is it has not. And do you know why we know that? Because it was incorporated 8 days.
8 days? Good God, are they just giving out our money to anybody? Somebody, quick, incorporate some shit. Christi, before you leave, I need, how much do we need, guys? I need 860. I need 420 plus. I need 420 million plus 69 million. That will get Elon Musk's attention. Christy, send us some money, you dumb bitch, you criminal.
8 days before this contract went out. You want the American people to believe that this is all above board?
Yes,
That
No. I can't believe she says yes. But no, it's not that she wants us to believe. It's that they don't fucking care. They don't care. They're criminals. And they're part of the pedOligarchy. What's up, Dan Bethel? Oh, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Just because you are fucking amazing and I enjoy your words. You're one of the only ones that enjoys my words. Let me tell you, there's quite a few people that come in here and really get upset that I say, Christi Noem, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Like, if there's ever a time, to use bad words, it's not when you're telling a journalist to be quiet, piggy. It's not when you're going to say you can just grab them by the knee. It's when somebody stole $143 million from you. You and me, Dan. She stole that money from us. And I would say that calls for a shut the fuck up, Christy. Go right to prison. But she won't. She's probably working for like Palantir or something. Alex Karp is like, hey, why don't you come and see us? We got some drones you can dress up as.
That this is all above board?
Yes,
that $143 million of taxpayer money just happened to go.
Oh, I wish I gotta get to one of these meetings. We have to get me to one of these in the background. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm looking like this. If Tim Pool can do it, I can fucking do it. My hair's better. And when that guy goes, I'll tell you what I'll do. Here, I'll play it again, and I'll act it out. Pretend I'm sitting back here behind Christi Noem, okay?
You want the American people to believe that this is all above board?
Yes,
that $143 million of taxpayer money...
What? Taxpayer money? I thought it was Donald Trump's. Get her! I'd give anything. How are there fucking taxpayers sitting behind this dumb bitch and he says 143 million of taxpayer money and they're all like, I would have stood up and been like, outrage! Jerry! Like, if this is the time to act like you're on Jerry Springer, I fucking hated that show, right? I hate Dr. Phil. I hate even the spinoff Steve. I hated all those daytime shows. Ricky Lake, Jesse Sally, Jesse Raphael, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. No, it's a great movie. All them political or fake fucking shows. I couldn't stand them. But if there's anything that we learned from those shows, that was our training in how to treat Congress. You stand up and you start chanting, Jerry, until somebody pulls her by her hair and it's like, that was my $143 million, you dumb bitch. We really got a lot of work to do in America.
just happened to go to this one company that doesn't have a headquarters, doesn't have a website, has never done work for the federal government before, and is registered apparently or attached to a residence from a political operative. And of course, one of the subcontractors of that contract, as you know, is a political firm that's tied to you back when...
Wait, who said El Carpet? 143 million is Christie's Botox money. And that's on the low end. You got to understand the upkeep it takes to look that plastic, you know? That's like every minute. You know Pete Hegseth? Is that his name? Keg Hegseth? I forget his name. You know the Secretary of War? He does Botox.
when you were governor of South Dakota.
Oh man, I can't fucking get over this. Yo, how does nobody sitting behind her stand up and go, what? That was our tax money? Like, fuck. We are too civil. We are too soft. Asmongold said Americans are too soft. I just don't agree with what he thinks we're soft over. Did you hear this? I fucking hate this dude. This dude is such a piece of shit, drinking soda all day. If he had a sip of water, he'd catch diabetes. Fuck this dude. But Hassan takes him down a peg. Let me play this audio for you. Go subscribe to Hasanabi. He's the king. He's the king.
We have a Secretary of War that has crusader tattoos. He says, fuck around and find out. And they're bombing people. And yeah, it's going to happen, guys. Sorry to say. Until they're all gone, absolutely. I think that the peacetime that we've experienced for such a long time has really kind of made people soft to the
Dude never leaves his house. He is literally talking about those who are significantly less fortunate than him going out and dying for Israel. He is trying to package this as like, oh, we were just a soft nation. Now we're
But I would say,
a hard nation.
yeah, that's a funny thing about MAGA. You know, they're like, oh, they were so soft under Joe Biden. Now we're the strongest ever. But I would position this statement as there is a hint of truth. We are too soft. But we're too soft when we're at hearings like this, listening to people who are sitting in front of us rob us of 140. Guys, this might be news to you. I don't have 143 million. But I just found out I was robbed of it. You and I, Christi Noem, stole, this plastic looking fucking bitch stole 143 million from you and I. We all had to chip in. Here, let me explain it. The government is like a GoFundMe, okay? You know that thing Americans have to get their healthcare paid for by? GoFundMe, where you prop up a little page and you're like, hey guys, I'm dying. Could you help? The insurance company says they're not gonna, so could you guys help? You know, so GoFundMe, the American medical funding site, that's also like the government. Like if they went to government and we didn't pay our taxes, like they wouldn't get paid, which, you know, kind of, maybe they should just do it for free. Oh, you love it so much? Do it for free, bitch. So like they need our money to do this, okay? And then she stole it. How come she gets to sit there, not in zip ties, being like, that's a lot of money. I don't know if that's grand theft. Does anybody know how? I know the limits on, you know, just theft and then grand theft. Does anybody know what 143 million would be? Is that supersized theft? I don't know what comes after grand. I don't even think we made a word for it. They all steal it, moron. Yeah, Breadloaf, that's what I'm talking about. All of these government employees are stealing it. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for paying attention. But I would say what Ask Mankind, what's his name? Ask Mein Kampf, Mein Kampf, Ask Mein Kampf, Ask Mein Kampf, whatever his name is, that twitches and drinks soda in a parasitic living room that his mom died in or something. I don't know his story, but he's fucking disgusting. And he has no backbone. It's like trying to, you know, make a worm stand up straight. They're like, I don't have a backbone. And he said, we're a soft nation, but now we're a hard nation because we're at war. And I was like, no. The real grit of a nation is when somebody goes, hey, this bitch stole 140 million from you. They stand up and go, what? Zip tie her and put her in the jail. You know they're putting people in jail for stealing less. How is she walking the streets? That's a threat to us all. You know what I mean? But go on.
Okay, you go to the fucking front lines then.
Yeah.
Send Asmund go to the front lines. You would perish if you didn't get your fucking Dr. Pepper and chicken nuggets one day. And you're
I'm pretty sure those military meals are at the same caliber of chicken nuggets, McDonald's chicken nuggets. I'm pretty sure those could last forever. They're not going to taste good, but they're going to last forever. I don't want, hold on. So, yeah. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to show you guys this early. Gas jumped 40 cents. This isn't by me, but gas jumped. When I went to get gas yesterday, it's 40 cents more expensive. Over $3 a gallon. 40 cents. MAGA. Maggots. Go ahead. Tell me about how great Donald is for gas. Okay. I want you to remember, MAGA, what you're doing this for.
We are Charlie Brown, we carry the flame.
Oh, God. That's what every soldier has to listen to. They gave them all mini iPod shuffles with only that song on there. And that's the only thing they're allowed to listen to when they go to die for Israel. Oh, man. Not a good time to be in the military. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to die for the pedOligarchy. You don't. You just don't. All right, Christi Noem is out. Hold on. Where's that Christi Noem news? Ooh, now it's old. Oh, she's speaking at a conference. Oh, please be live. Please be live. I gotta hear this.
Save big on language learning
What?
with a Rosetta Stone lifetime membership.
Shh. Just be quiet, AI ads. Just be quiet. Nobody likes you. Where? Oh, come on. Come on, ads. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for the ads. We're gonna take a live look. Ha ha ha. Do us a favor, move to Canada. Brett, we're gonna stay here and chase you to fucking Argentina like the rest of the fascists that left after World War II. I definitely moved to Canada. This country is getting worse. There was no gas, $5 gas under Biden. It's okay. It's okay. They're just, remember, you got to remember, Thorne, when I show them that under Donald Trump, gas jumped 40 cents in a weekend, their natural, their squid brain reaction goes, Biden, it's all Biden's fault. You know, like that's not what we're talking about. It's okay, MAGA. Hey, look over here, buddy. Don't make me get the crayons and draw this out for you. A lot of brains fleeing America. Hey, Sardion, I'll actually tell you some of my favorite scholars had to leave, what was it? The beginning of last year. They fled because of, if you don't know, it is live. What the, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're gonna give me another, was it only like 2 minutes? What the fuck? Oh, this is just trying to get me to watch ads again and again. Hold on. I want to see if Trump fires Homeland Security Secretary. Of course, she's a secretary. She couldn't be the boss. Let's see. Trump removes Noem as DHS secretary. The embattled Department of Homeland Security secretary is removed from her position by Donald Pedo Trump. In a post on Truth Social, she had to find out she was getting hired on Truth Social. Yo, that's embarrassing. You know what Donald Trump should have done to fire Christi Noem? He should have done a YouTube video and said, Christi, you fired, you know, and then the MAGA base would have cheered. What a missed opportunity for a TV celebrity, you know, to do his old catchphrase. You know that old working class catchphrase, you're fired? You know, loved by the working class? You know, because Donald Trump's a working class man who clearly knows the working class heart. You know, if you wake up and go to work every day, what do you usually see? You wake up and you're like, you're fired. I'm going in to say you're fired. Like, these people are so fucking dumb. They're the stupidest fucking people ever. Yeah, the guy who's for the working man had a whole TV show about firing working people. Okay. Listen, there's more good news than just Christi Noem getting fired. If you guys didn't know this, dun, 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 dun. Right? Don't they love to sing Ice, Ice Baby when there's ice shit? I hope they sing that to him while he's getting fucking, you know, tube socked in prison. Video shows the Border Patrol's former commander at large. Really? That was his name? They should have called him Secretary Border. The Secretary of Borders. That's what we're going to call him. But he is now under criminal investigation. I love it. ice that dude. Fucking put him in the ice cell. Put him in the, what was that? The something of solid. What was Superman's ice cave? I don't know. I don't like Superman. Former Customs and Border Patrol Queef Gregory Bovine, use of chemical irritants during the Department of Homeland Security's Operational Metro Surge in Minnesota is among 17 criminal investigations now underway in Hennepin County, where Minneapolis is located. The Attorney's Office announced Monday. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Footage captured by activist Ben shows Bovino throwing a gas canister at protesters and observers in Minneapolis's Mueller Park on January 21st. The canister released green gas that, as Duke University School of Medicine professor and tear gas expert, imagine that, going to school and you're like, I'm a tear gas expert. That's fucking cool. Sven Erik Hjort, I probably need Sardion's help in pronouncing that name, told my colleague Samantha Michaels it may contain the carcinogenic reproductive toxicants, lead and chromium. Good God, man. And just so you know, we have him on film doing it. There's the canister. He's not opening a Diet Coke, folks. And here's him chucking it. Okay? So we got him on tape. We got him on tape. And my the prosecution rests. Go right to prison. But again, this is where we'll see if justice is only served against the working people, or if these criminals will actually, die in prison, like they should. Moriarty also stated that the office had launched a transparency and accountability project to examine the 17 cases, staffed by prosecutors and a civilian investigator from the county office. The project includes a portal for community members to share photos and videos on any incidents that may involve potentially unlawful conduct by federal agents. Good job, protesters. Good job filming everyone. They thought they could do this with immunity, but Donald Trump can't pardon you from state crimes. So get ready, cause here it comes, yeah. Get ready, cause here, and that's the thing, if we have to release a lot of people from prison because they're in there for nonviolent crimes and they should be in a rehabilitation unit, he will stay. Get ready, cause here they come. This reminds me, I want everyone to remember what Greg Bovino was doing this for.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flag.
That's what Mr. Bovino was doing it for. That's what you can see. Oh, you can't see his earpiece. That's what he's listening to while he chucks carcinogen to your reproductive systems at protesters. He's listening. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. Oh, it's too bad he lost the gun debate by a long shot. It's not. Let's be honest. Where is my Bovino? Okay, let's continue reading about this criminal. If federal authorities continue to withhold crime scene evidence from the killings of Renee Good. By the way, this article on Mother Jones is linked down in the description if you'd like to read about your favorite villain being investigated. The villain you love to hate. From the killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy, Moriarty said, as well as the shooting of Julio Sosa Celis, she would consider filing a lawsuit against them. To date, federal agents have largely gotten away with flagrant, widely recorded, and documented abuses. I would say abhorrent crimes against immigrants, protesters, and observers in Minnesota, including killing unarmed protesters. Yeah, that's what I mean. These aren't abuses. These are flagrant criminal activities. It's not really an abuse, and then later in the sentence you say a killing. You know what I mean? That's not an abuse. It's so weird how the media portrays these people. These are abhorrent fucking war criminals, the lot of them. And you're like, we documented some abuses. How are you doing today? Are you okay? You okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's great. I can just read. That's what's wrong with me. If I couldn't read, I'd be awesome. If I could not read, I would be fucking awesome. You understand that? Do you understand me? Like, if I couldn't read, I would look at pretty pictures or not so pretty pictures, and I'd be like, I don't know what it means. I guess I'm good. And that's how it is to live the life of a red hat maggot. Okay, so I can read, so I'm just going to be tortured a little more. Okay. Documented abuses against immigrants, protesters, and observers in Minnesota included unarmed protesters releasing immigrants from detention while withholding their documents and possessions, not to mention at night in freezing Minnesota weather, detaining... This is what... You know what? You read this for yourself. I can't fucking do it again. I can't. The first time I read it, I get mad. The third time I read it, I'm like, this is bad journalism. That's what it is. It's good because they included the video of this criminal doing this, but it's bad in the fact that, Alex, you know, you're a young guy. You want to keep that job. I get it. I just report on it correctly, man. Those aren't abuses. Those are criminals breaking the law. You can't be law enforcement. It's too cold, man. You can't be law enforcers if you're breaking the law. You know what I mean? That's just common sense. That's all it is. That's all it is. So yeah, Christi Noem is out. This is crazy. Oh, are you kidding me? Do you know who Donald Trump nominated? What's that? Do you know? Mark Wayne Mullen. The guy with a name too creepy to be a serial killer. Mark Wayne Mullen. A MAGA warrior and former undefeated professional MMA fighter, Mark Wayne truly gets along well with people. Not with me. Fuck you, Mark. And knows the wisdom and courage required to advance our America First agenda. He's still trying to pawn this off as America First? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that making gas jump 40 cents in a weekend is America First because Israel wanted you to attack Iran? Interesting. America First how? That's what I would just ask. How? How? Oh, Mark Wayne. If you don't know this gem, hold on. This guy is such a fucking tool. Is he really an MMA dude? Can somebody get him back in the ring? I'm a lover, not a fighter, so. Oh, man. Mark Wayne. A face you just want to spit on. You know, that's what I would describe him as. He's just got that je ne sais quoi. You want the, you know. Noem got a new job? No. I was in Chicago when it happened, but we tried to fly to Minnesota. From Indy, they banned our flight. Had to drive 500 miles. Oh, my God. I hope Pagino gets prison. Yeah, me too. ICE agents assaulted you too? Oh, my God. Hey, what's up, Nurse Rod? Did you go pink to just to troll? No, you guys just never see my hair. It's been pink for years. But I do love that this triggers MAGA harder than anything. It really does. It really does. Like they cannot tolerate any kind of self-expression. You know, anything outside of red hat, short Sig Heil cut, you know, the short and Sig Heil, anything outside of that is a threat to them. They do not understand anything. You know, even that QAnon shaman, he was pushing the limit for them. They were like, that guy's on his own, man, dressing all funny. You know, they're very much like, that's the only thing left with conservatives is the way they dress. They think a suit and tie spells success, and they don't know it's just part of the pedOligarchy. That's all it is, man. You're just trying to trick us. We see through you. Hold on 1 second. Because we got to talk about this report from Mint Press News. Alex McLeod, such a great report. But I didn't even get to play all the good clips I wanted to start with. Here is Ted Lieu. And if I miss saying hi to anybody, I'm sorry. I saw Nurse Rod, Jess, Sard, Troll Slayer, Smoking Blondie, Steffelson. There we go. Steffelson's in the chat. There we go. There we go. I've seen President Reagan. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Sometimes I don't read the comments. My apologies. But Ted Lieu, one of my heroes. Amazing, amazing person. He is one of the few people. Him, Bernie. There's a few people that will take to the new world, the new leftist radical world order. Ted is one of them because Ted's been just spitting fire lately. Plus, I'm a little biased. He follows me on Twitter, likes my stuff, and I'm very far out there. You think I'm far to the left here. Holy shit, there's some stuff I don't even show on here. Maybe I'll show one of them. No. There's too many. Oh, what's up, the Anacle? Good to see you. Good to see you. Impeach Pedolf Troubler. Pedolf. This is how we make it through, folks, with the comedy. MAGA, you're welcome to contribute to the conversation in meaningful ways. Thanks. What's up, OMG? I don't care for real. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sorry, how long we've been going? Oh, we've been doing this for like an hour? I didn't realize that. I thought we were in here for like 6 minutes. I get distracted when we are Charlie Kirk, carry the flames. They couldn't even get a band to do a real song for him. This is so funny. They had to like AI it. Okay, here's Ted Lieu.
But it's not just that the administration isn't answering questions. They're just lying. So we know that the rationales for why they entered this war keep shifting. It was about nuclear weapons. Then it was about regime change. Then it was about threat reduction. Then it was about preventing a preemptive attack. Then it was back to regime change. And that was all on a Sunday. And then the next day, on Monday, Secretary of Defense says, no, this is not about regime change. And so we don't really know why we're at war with Iran. And the administration needs to make their firmer case for war, put an authorization for use of military force for Congress to vote on. But they can't just launch us into a war.
Well, they can, and they did. And Ted, I love you. I love that Ted goes out there and just spits truth. You know, it's good to see.
Without any rationale. And again, that's why we're standing here saying we're going to vote yes on this war powers resolution to terminate hostilities with Iran until the administration makes their case.
Well, here's the thing, Ted. They're being very clear now on what this is a war about. If you have not heard, begging Zelensky for help is hilarious. It is. We've already lost this war. Like, this war is lost. Everybody understands that, right? Like, never mind that, you know, this is the Epstein cover-up war. If you can read, you can read. This is horrendous. But here's the new tagline of why we're in war. But again, I just want you to think. I love watching history. I love learning about history. Big part of the revolution was like Americans were fighting for something. You know what I mean? They were colonists at the time. But they had like a clear goal in mind. You know, this is just simply, like, I just think in these contexts, the most simple reasoning possible. And much like the revolutionary patriots of pre-America, the colonies, Iran has something to fight for, right? Like, they just got attacked, and what's their option? Lose their land, have a puppet regime? They're certainly not trying to put democracy there. Maybe a McDonald's. I really don't know, because again, nobody's saying anything besides this is a war on. I'll play it in a second. But like the revolutionary patriots, the people in Iran are like, man, we have something to fight. They're trying to take everything from us. So just that alone, I would go, yeah, America lost the war. Look at Vietnam. You know what I mean? Look at Korea. I don't know. Look at Iraq. Look at Afghanistan. You could look at any of these where America's like, we're just We're just here. We'll give you some reasons. WMDs, man. Just no, it's not the oil baron. No, the military industrial company. No. It's for God. Remember when they said that 2 days ago? And I was telling you about that. They said Trump is anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire to bring him back. I'm like, this is the funniest shit ever. They think they're gonna bait Jesus into coming back to Earth. I'm pretty sure he's like, I don't know, man. Bunch of you were pedos. He's like, you understand what happens to you if I come back, right? Right? Light the signal fire. That is for real what was said. They're gonna clickbait Jesus into returning to Earth. Okay. But if that doesn't tell you that we've already lost this war, that they're like regime change, they were going to attack us, nuclear, it's for Jesus, man, it's for Jesus. This sounds like an absolute cluster F, and I'd expect nothing else, expect nothing less from a dumb blonde in the White House. I had to say it, I'm sorry. Listen, to all my smoking blondies, you know I'm not talking to you. To me, you know I'm not talking to me. There's only one truly dumb blonde, and he goes by Madame Donald Drumpf. pedOligarchy Trumpler. Here is the new reason of why we're at war. Just in case you didn't catch today's reasoning, okay? Just in case you were only up to date on Sunday's reasonings, there's a new reason we're at war out, guys.
What you're seeing right now, Sean, is a military under President Trump's leadership that's not fighting politically correct.
Yeah, guys, this is a PC war, and we just have to use Iran to make the point that we're not politically correct anymore. I mean, you want to hear the fucking war chant? This is the war chant going on, guys.
Legalize comedy.
That's it. They're signing all the big munitions. Legalize comedy. No more PC cancel culture. While they're canceling Iran, you know. Anyways, so yeah, guys, that's what it is. I didn't know if you know. This is the war chant.
Legalize comedy.
This is not a PC war. This is the theme song right here.
We are Charlie Brown. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his.
I love that they're like, we'll fight for the gospel. I'm like, yo, Charlie Kirk said nothing out of the fucking gospel. Jesus despised Charlie Kirk. That's why he was an agent of Satan. And even Satan was like, I don't know, this guy's a little racist for me. Let Trump have him. But here is the thank God, MAGA. Everybody take their alpha pills today, their alpha brain supplements from Joe Rogan. I bet Joe Rogan's kicking the heavy bag right now. He's so fucking excited that this isn't a PC war. By the way, this is Stephen Miller, mini Nazi. That is the shadow president pulling all the strings right now. He's the one behind ICE. I mean, listen, guys. Here's the thing. You know, when all this crumbles, you're going to want to know where he is. Let's just put it like that. We're going to want to know where he is. He's got some things to answer for. That's all I'll say. Until then, I call him a beach bimbo because he's an uptalker. He's a rich kid from Santa Monica, a beach bimbo, and he is an uptalker. Listen to him speak. He sounds like Pauly Shore, and that's like him being serious. I don't know. Anybody that had that's spoken like beach dude surfer talk and was an uptalker, I would be like, I can't take you serious. Can you get a voice changer or something? Can you do something about that? You just sound like a wee little guy. You want to go catch some waves, bro?
That isn't fighting with its hands tied behind its back. One of the reasons I fear, Sean, that some people in this country lost faith in the military and
in the military? Do you hear this dude? He is a fucking bimbo. In the military? I'm like, this is a serious segment, I'm guessing. This is like a serious segment on the news, and Sean Hannity's just allowing this? I'd be like, can you get your older brother in here to decipher what bimbo speak is?
capacity to use that military to defend us is because...
To defend us! Yo, you know he ain't going in front of the troops to give a rally cry war speech.
We had a woke Pentagon.
Oh, god damn it. I knew it. I knew it. The Pentagon went woke, man. You know, woke meaning understanding that the structural systems like the military, your government, is structured to oppress you. It only makes sense that the government went woke. The Pentagon went woke. And this whole war is so we can de-wokeify the Pentagon, guys. We got to make sure that they're still getting it up, you know? We got to make sure the Pentagon hasn't gone soft on us, man. We got to test these planes, test these troops. Yes, some of you will die. That's a price we're willing to pay. Gosh, get over it. We got to fight woke right now. And, of course, Iran, a religious country, must be woke. Does anybody else hear this the way I do? Oh my God, you gotta be, you know, subpar fucking idiocracy. You have to be so stupid. I mean, stupid at a new level. Stupid that we've never seen. Like a stupid scientist wants to study. Oh wait, they already did with MAGA? Oh shit, okay. So I'm not discovering this stupid for the first time?
Because we had a military who at the very highest levels, not the warfighters, was forced to fight a less than full fight.
A less than full, what? A less than, were they like, hey man, you can only like get him in the leg. What the fuck? A less than full fight. They were forcing us to pull out too often, and we're going to impregnate this one. What is this? Is this an ED commercial? Oh my God, is this an infomercial? No longer. You have to worry about being less than in the fight in the bed. You'll never pull out again. What is Stephen Miller talking about? This little Nazi's gone rogue, man.
You're seeing now, Sean, is a military that is unleashed in all of its lethal prowess to go out and seek, destroy, and kill the enemy, which is what military...
I know, but the whole thing we were asking you is why? I wish he was like, I'm sorry, Sean, I forgot the question. Could you repeat it?
...are for.
That's what militaries are for. Oh yeah? He's so proud of it? Why don't you go join up there, Baldy? I don't like how you're looking at me. Don't. Wipe that face off your head, all right?
But what you're seeing right now, Sean, is a military under President Trump's leadership that's not...
Leadership? Under President Trump's leadership? He sounds like the fucking pick-me kid in class. The kid who's like, hey, you forgot to give us the homework. He's like, listen, man, I'm telling you, under this leadership, we're so not PC anymore. We're like using everything. Wait. Can I hear that in a different speak? So you're saying you're wasting all our tax dollars to try to prove a point to MAGA that it's not a PC army? What the I mean, this is horrifying and so sad that this is on a real TV show. This is on Fox News. If your parents watch Fox News, cut the cord for them. And I don't mean like, call and cancel. I mean, go and fucking cut the cable cords and hide them. This is poison to your brain. Anybody that's not watching this hysterically laughing, this has got to be, this is the new, I Think You Should Leave Now with Tim Robinson. Is this the new comedy show on fucking Fox? This is not serious. There's no way this uptalker is telling me that we're not PC anymore while sounding like he's about to fucking cut out because he heard some good swells were coming to the South Bay. Shut the fuck up.
Terry, under President Trump's leadership...
Under President Trump's leadership, man? I'm telling you, we're going to be wheezing the juice. Pauly Shore is going to come. Listen, I love you, my Californians. If you're from California, I love you. You're not in a beach, you're not a surf Nazi. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's hear that again. President Trump's leadership? Dude.
But what you're seeing right now, Sean,
Can somebody else deliver this message? It sounds so pathetic. I will never understand. Here's the thing. I can't understand that MAGA's like, we're so tough. We're never offended by anything. We're the toughest macho-y macho men there ever was. I can do 4.5 push-ups. They're like, this is my guy. This is my guy. Or like Donald Trump, you know? Like the guy who's pooping his pants in the White House. They're like, that's my man. I can only imagine if MAGA, if you think this is your guy, they probably have to remove you from your apartment with a crane and bury you in a piano fucking box when you're gone, because there's no regular dude that's like, yeah, that beach talking bimbo on TV that's balding, that beach balding bimbo is the definition of anti-woke machismo. You guys are so stupid. You guys are so stupid. Oh, what's up, Sunshine Euphoria? Good to see you. Oh, look at that. Oh, Steffelson, you should have left him. That doctor guy. This is the whole thing, guys. You got to understand. Dyed hair triggers MAGA. They're triggered. You should find that fucking hilarious. Somebody's hair. You know what triggers me? The fucking glare off him. I should put on some goddamn sunglasses. I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm sorry, Stephen. I just the glint off your head, my man. The glare from your balding beach bimbo head is killing me right now. I gotta put these on. All right, now we could watch it. Holy shit!
Is a military under President Trump's leadership.
A military under President Trump's leadership, guys. I'm telling you, I'm super surreal.
That's not fighting politically correct.
Yeah, MAGA. If you're in the comments, tell me what fighting politically correct was in Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam. Were we fighting politically correct, dropping Agent Orange on people? I didn't know. If that is the truth, I don't want to know how this is going, you know? Like, what is worse than that? Are they just going to start friendly firing everyone? Is that a non-PC, no rules of engagement war? You know, that's what Pete Hegseth said. He's like, there's not going to be rules of engagement anymore. Does that mean it's just like kind of free-for-all? Shirts and shorts, fucking, you know, danglers out, whatever you want? Like, what are these guys talking about? You know what? Here, I want to challenge Stephen Miller and this non-woke military. If you really want to show me you're not woke, you go into battle nude. Pretty sure the Celtics did, you know? You want to show me that you dress like goddamn Spartacus. You dress like the 300. You know, you go in there with a goddamn belt buckle and that's it. That's it. You do that and then I'll say, all right, this is not a PC military. You know, if I can see your danglers, I will relinquish my position, and I will say this is the most non-woke military I've ever seen. It's a bunch of nude guys holding drone remotes. Come on, do it. MAGA, you should support that. If you think if you believe Stephen Miller, that no longer is the military woke, that no longer is this a PC war, then I want to see you out there dressed like the goddamn 300, okay? I just want you to have a shield, a spear, and a belt buckle, and that's it, with a little tinsel rope tied around it. You maybe get a helmet too, but that's it. Until then, this is the woke as fuck military. You guys are so politically correct, you know? And I'm sure Donald Trump will be more than glaring, you know? They'll let the ladies back in the military then, won't they? They'll even drop the recruitment age, this pedOligarchy. Oh my God. Can anybody, what time are we at? 60-something minutes? We need to clip that. That needs to go on CNBC or who, I don't know. Who runs news nowadays? Do I need to write Larry and Fart Ellison? Do they own all the news? Because I'm pretty sure that clip of me saying, you want to prove the military's not woke? Send them in nude. Okay? Send them in nude. If you're putting boots on the ground, the boots better be the only thing they're wearing. Comprehendo? And then I'll say this is not a PC war. The rules of engagement. You want to win the war, you send the troops with only boots. A shield, a spear, just like the olden days, you know? In the Iron Age.
That isn't fighting with its hands tied behind its back.
Ooh. Hands tied behind its back, nude, just boots. Do it. Do it, Stephen Miller. Oh, he's saying not hands tied behind his back. I was going to say, I think from the Epstein files, these pervos were into that kind of thing.
One of the reasons I fear, Sean...
What do you fear? Prosecution?
That some people in this country lost faith in the military and...
They lost faith in the military? Goddamn. Somebody chip in to buy this dude a speech class. Holy shit. You can't, bro, listen, Steven. I don't know why I'm doing you a solid, but I'm going to do you a solid. You got to like lower the octave, or you got to like practice in the mirror before you come on national TV, buddy. Because you sound like a dumb bimbo. This fucking guy, I can't get enough of him. This is horrifying, though. This is on Fox News. This is really on Fox News. Like, your parents or grandparents are watching this. Like, yeah, that's right. That's right. But, you know, the funny and ironic and sad thing is that if we walked into your parents or grandparents' house speaking like Stephen Miller, they would laugh at us. But somehow, you know, looking like a turd with a tie on, you know, like an old dog turd that turned white, crusty and white. Somehow they're taking this guy serious. I don't know. Just the fucking Santa Monica accent. Get Art from Everclear on here. Have him do it for you, bud.
That some people in this country lost faith in the military and the...
They lost faith in the military?
capacity to use that military to defend us is because we had a woke Pentagon.
A woke Pentagon. This sounds like South Park.
Because we had a military who at the very highest levels, not the warfighters, was forced to fight a less than full fight.
A woke Pentagon. Okay. 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 Stephen Miller would kick my ass. Oh, you're just as funny as him. A schlong with ears. That's exactly what he is, Primal Screams. Good to see you. Totally. He looks like a hot dog with ears. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. I tell a merchant says, I love these PDF files in charge. I love them so much. Please don't ever check my hard drive, but I support Donald Trump and everything said about him in the Epstein files. That's weird, I tell a merchant. I don't know why you would say that, but okay, everybody go check him out. Ooh, weird. Stephen Miller's wife looks like she bosses him around. Yo, his wife is dumb bitch if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry. I couldn't refrain. I'm sorry. I'm not good in public. I'm just not. Yeah, Katie Miller. Yo, hey, Steven, she's not looking that shade of fucking porcelain like you're used to. Let's see, what nationality? That's the funny, holy shit. The funniest thing is when you go to Google, the first thing people also ask is what nationality is Katie Waldman? I don't want to know what she does. She's American nationality. Oh, how funny. They don't classify anybody else as American. That's fucking great. You know he got to Google. It was like, say her nationality is American. She's definitely fucking something. You know what I mean? What's the lineage here? That's what we're looking for. That's what ICE does. You know what I'm saying? Birthplace, Fort Lauderdale. Oh, so she's part white trashian, if you didn't know. No offense to anybody born in Fort Lauderdale. Unless you support this regime, then all offense meant. Katie Miller. Oh, God. These people must be brutal to fucking be around, Because, like, they're not shutting off. You got to understand this about this dude. He's not, like, going home and being like, work was all right. Let's, build a fire and watch fucking a comedy show. Let's watch Ken Burns' Civil War. He's not doing that. He's going home to his dungeon cellar where I don't know what's down there. I'm just not even going to say. I'm not going to theorize, but maybe, exotic, rare, almost extinct animals in cages. He brought back the dodo just to hold it back in a cage and laugh at it and cackle at it. But, like, this dude is full-time evil. You know what I mean? Like, this is a full-time life gig. It's not a career. It's not a job. He's just full-time shitbag. Ooh, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Here, this is from the Holocaust Museum. Check that. Oh, Sassy Mo. Good to see you. How's gas prices? I'll tell you, around my neck of the woods, they jumped up over $3.40 in one weekend. And here's how they're doing around America. Looks like we're becoming great again. Sorry. Life calls. California gas prices are affected like other states. We've been $3 to $5 for a few. Yeah, California gas prices are always expensive. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. Yeah, then stop behaving like a twatty. I don't know who we're talking to, but I trust your primal screams. It's 4:65 where you are, Josh. What's up? Good to see you. Yeah, gas here was, I paid, so listen, the last time I filled up, I'm trying to think. It was before this new non-woke war. It's 260 something, 269. And then when I filled up 2 days ago, it was 309. Awesome. 1 week swing, baby. 1 week. But Donald Trump told you guys this. This is the non-shocking thing. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I played it yesterday. Donald Trump was like, yo, gas is going to go up. I don't know what to tell you. Shut your fucking mouths. Here it is. Hold on. This is Donald Trump. You know him from, you remember him from the Epstein files. That's who Donald Trump is. You remember him from the Epstein files.
I'll tell you what, I have never had more compliments on something I did. People felt it's something that had to be done. So if we have a little high oil prices for a little while, but as soon as this ends, those prices are good.
As soon as this 20-year war ends, they're going to go right back down. So as soon as this war that they won't give you a date on, but most likely they average 10 to 20 years, because the Middle East is a real open and shut case. And now that I believe I read 15 different countries have been dragged into this, this is probably just, one of those 10 to 20 year things. So guys, don't worry. Yesterday, I know I was a little early. I should have done yesterday's video today. But yesterday I said you're going to be paying $10 to $20 for a gallon. I mean, if we just look at 1 week jumping 40 cents, let's count how many years and how much it's going to go up. You know, because I don't know. Because this whole regime is just trying to hide the Epstein files and they don't care about you anyways. Hopefully you understand that. If you're here, you understand that. Some of them don't. Christi has been fired. It is official. It is official. Wisdom is the principal thing. My sheep hear my voice. Jesus reference. Wisdom is the thing. Yeah. But, you know, Trump has none of it. Not even a little wisdom. Not even like a particle of wisdom. He was a sheltered Nepo baby. His dad, Fred Trump, raised him in wealth, in great wealth, where he could do no wrong. That's why he failed it. Water, airlines, casinos, charities, universities, marriages, life. And he failed all the way upward because that's the system. That's why we're woke. You're woke because you understand the system rewards incompetence, but oppression and exploitation. I almost merged exploitation or oppression. I should have just let it happen. Anyways. But yeah, Christi Noem is gone. Donald Trump the other day said gas prices are going up. Suck it, MAGA. He doesn't care about you. Christi Noem, if you missed it, I'll play the audio again. She stole. Hold on. Let me pull up the picture. Here we go. So there's 100 and almost 140 of us in here. She stole $1 million from each one of us. I didn't even know I had that money, but it's from us taxpayers. Remember, they go to politics to be paid by us. This is crazy. It used to be called public service. There were public servants, and now it's just they take our tax money and steal it. So thank God she's fired. It's just weird that, like, she's fired now. Now? I mean, I guess what were they going to do? Not hire her? Mark Wayne Mullen, you know, that fucking hillbilly, who's an absolute, you know, wastebasket of a human. Just a dumpster for Donald Trump's old socks and magazines that Stormy Daniels spanked him with. But that's all they look for. They're just looking for, you know, loyalists. That's it. That's why they're red hats. Just like back in the day we had red coats. But here is Christi Noem getting grilled about stealing all of our money.
4 of the hundreds of thousands of companies in the United States, you identified 4. One of those is this Safe America Media Company. Where is
Safe America Media Company? Hold on. What a dumb name. Specializing in management, consulting, and advertising. This 8-day-old company is consulting. Oh, yeah. Contract to, oh, yo, we have to, that's what we should do here. We should all, like, figure out an LLC and then apply for government contracts. We just say we're consultants. Yo. But how would that work? We'd just get rich off, or what? We'd just get our tax money back? I mean, these people are fucking criminals. Anyways, here's Christi Noem saying, I don't know.
Safe America Media headquartered?
I don't know.
Oh my God, she doesn't know where they're headquartered? Bitch, when I try to send somebody money, they're like, are you triple sure this is the person you're sending it to? And this bitch is like, me not know. It was only 143 million. We've stolen much, much more.
I don't know either, Madam Secretary. We can't find it. We can't find a website. We did find it.
They don't have a website. I did check. They don't have a website. This consulting agency that was started 8 days ago doesn't have a website, but they do have $143 million of ours. How was she not escorted out in handcuffs? I don't get. I guess you're just too rich to imprison. I think that's the new motto, too rich to imprison.
An address that's registered for this company. Do you know where that address is?
Is there a problem with this contract?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, you don't know anything about it. It looks like you're stealing our money. Somebody get the fucking zip ties.
It's done according to
Madam
law.
Secretary,
It was done by
the
your
address is
officials.
registered to a political
It was
operative.
dollars that were spent
Madam Secretary, the
to
company.
inform people.
Okay. You're being too nice. She's being alleged of stealing $143 million. You say, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. That's like the one appropriate time. You understand, back in like medieval days of Congress, I know it's not medieval, you know what I'm saying, the ancient congressional things, our Congress people would fight. They would use shillelaghs and fucking, they would poke each other with stuff like, dude, people would fight in Congress. This is, I can't believe that he doesn't tell her to shut the fuck up.
And then I'll give you an opportunity to respond. The company is registered to a political operative in Virginia. Do you know, just by way of example, whether this company that received $143 million in taxpayer dollars.
What? That's where I would have stood up in the crowd and said, what? It was our money? Get her!
Has it ever...
Shake her from... I would cartoon. Say, everybody hold a leg. Let's shake it out of her. It's got to be there somewhere.
done work for the government before?
I don't know. I can't.
The answer is...
I guess that's all you got to do. I don't know. You try going in front of fucking people grilling you and be like, I just don't know. I don't know. It's only under 43 million. Can I leave now?
It has not. And do you know why we know that? Because it was incorporated 8 days. 8 days.
Well, good for that. You know, what's the other side of this? Let's try to think of the other side of this for MAGA. Let's try to think of the other side. Incorporated in 8 days. I would say they did a good campaign to get that money, right? Like 8 days, you're an 8-day-old business and you get a $143 million contract of our taxpayer money from Christi Noem. Who is their PR guy, you know? Like, hold on, everybody accusing her. Let's really think about this. Maybe this company is like working with Tony Robbins and the Pope. You know, maybe they did the Facebook viral promote my business and it just flashed in front of her. Guys, I mean, maybe this is one of the greatest campaigns you've never heard of. 8 days and they're securing 143 million. I would like to buy a masterclass in how to take government contracts from them. If I saw that YouTube ad, you know, they had some AI guy come up with like 40 fingers and he's like, hey man, you want to try to secure 143 million from taxpayers from the government contracts? Well, just take my class. I'd be like, Ty Lopez isn't going to be there, right? I'll take it. I'll take it. As long as it's not Ty Lopez, I'll fucking take it. I bet, what if, hear me out, if you don't know who Ty Lopez is, he's a major scammer. You've definitely seen one of his YouTube ads where he rents a fucking mansion. He's like, I'm just hanging out in my garage next to all my Ferraris. And you're like, okay, film this every single day, dude. But he's a huge Ponzi scheme artist. Where you just got to buy his classes to unlock the secrets of success. And I'm pretty sure I don't fucking take classes from YouTube ads. But anyways, that's what college is for, folks. This is hilarious, man. Maybe this company is just the greatest company in the history of capitalism. It's somehow... What's up, Global Solidarity Now? Oh, hold on. Is this like astrology, Global Solidarity Now? Pink hair represents an intense journey of self-love, emotional healing, and compassion, acting as a vibrant daily reminder to embrace vulnerability and inner joy. Oh, Global Solidarity. That's right. You should do readings like that. I would listen if you if you did a YouTube channel, we were like, today I read for people who have red hair. I would watch that shit in my spare time. That is amazing. Hair's looking good today. Why, thank you, Dusty. Why, thank you. Today I've been going since 4 this morning, so, you know. I wish I could dye my hair with Kool-Aid. Just like Sun-In doesn't work. Cage. How fragile do you have to be triggered by pink hair? Steve, couldn't have said it better myself. It's the funniest thing that these so-called alpha males see pink hair. This, you know, it's not the reason I did it, but it's part of the reason I love having hair, many different colors. It's 3 different colors. Is because you got to understand, when these people show themselves, I go, oh, there you are, you fragile, thin-skinned little baby. That's what I hear when people get upset about hair color. I go, oh my God, it's adorable. You are freaked out, aren't you? You like can't handle anything. It's so cute. Oh, what are you drinking there? An alpha drink? Ooh, okay. Who's your alpha? Anyways, Christi Noem fired, kicked to the curb. She's probably going to get picked up by some corporation because of her insights on how to rob the American public.
Before this contract went out, you want the American people to believe that this is all above board?
Yes,
that $143 million of...
No, here's where you're wrong, Congressman. I don't know who this is. And I don't care. There's too many of them, and they're just basically all criminal. This is political theater. If you're new here, this is what we call political theater. One politician yelling at another one about, you did bad jobs. It's like, until somebody starts bringing zip ties to Congress and putting these people behind fucking bars, I'm going to call this all theater. Because I'm pretty sure if you stole, I don't know, $1,000 worth from a store, they don't have a hearing on it. You know, they're just like, we're putting you in the back of the car, you'll go to jail, and then you'll get your hearing. You know what I mean? You'll get your hearing after we book you. And these people steal $143 million, and they're like, we're calling you to Congress to snidely make some remarks about this. It's like, dude, call the fucking police. If I heard someone stole $143 million, I will call the police. That's how it's supposed to go. You call the police, say she has robbed the American taxpayers. We will prove it after you cuff and stuff her. If she's resisting, don't forget to beat her. That's what you guys are good at. Remember, resisting is like any movement that makes you flinch. I don't know what you guys define it as, but you know, just do that thing. Should have called ICE on her. Greg Bovino. He's under investigation too. A lot of good news today. I know there's a war happening. I know gas prices are going to go up to $25 a gallon. I understand, but you know, take heart in the little things. Christi Noem fired. I don't know if it's better or worse that backwoods hick Mark Wayne Mullen has got the job, but also Greg Bovino under investigation in Minnesota state investigation, so cannot be pardoned by the criminal in chief. Here's more of that audio of the political theater. I'm very mad. 8-day-old company, you stole all their money. Well, he should have just done that. You know, he should have just went, Okay, get out of here. Go take your corporate job so you can lobby.
Taxpayer money just happened to go to this one company that doesn't have a headquarters, doesn't have a website, has never done work for the federal government before, and is registered apparently or attached to a residence from a political...
A residence? Holy shit, so we could go knock on their door? Why don't we just go ask them? Bro, this is the day and age of YouTube. Get your ass out of that fucking political theater and go knock on the door. Bring a camera crew. Be like, guys, do a Nick Shirley. Be like, there was 100. Yo, why are they not Nick Shirleying this shit? Where is Nick Shirley? Did he fall in a well and nobody fucking cared enough to get him out? Bro, how are Democrats not Nick Shirleying the fuck out of this? Go to the home where the what's it called? Safe America Media LLC is registered. Go to the home, knock on the door and be like, excuse me, this does not look like a $143 million home. Where's the money? You know, how the fuck are they not going to Nick Shirley the shit out of this? Bro, take a page from the better political theater on the pedo side and Nick Shirley this. This is how you do. This is why we're losing the class war. No, he doesn't know. He's in his mom's basement. Nick Shirley. Oh, that's the one thing that I found, like, aside from them being repugnant humans, like the fact that Nick still lives with his mom, like that was the one thing I was like, you know, this is kind of endearing, you know? It really tells the story of our age, you know? Like, even at, what is Nick Shirley, 30? Even with Velcro shoes at 30, he still can't afford his own place. Even with a viral hit promoted by the right-wing twatzy media sphere, like, this dude made a lot of money from that. He popped up everywhere. And even with all that money, he still couldn't afford to buy a home. Like, that was the most endearing thing. I was like, oh, damn, man. Nick Shirley made it, and he's still got to live with his mom. Shit, we're fucked. But Nick Shirley, Nick, if you're listening, don't hit subscribe, bro. You're the one. You're the one that I don't want in the comments. Everybody else, support the channel. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Nick Shirley, I found some fraud. I found the fraud, Nick. 143 million. This is much bigger than Minnesota, Nick. Get on an airline to Virginia now and bring your mom, because that is fucking cute. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That is adorable. That was the one thing where I was like, God damn, if these people weren't such human waste cans, you know, I'd really cherish this family moment. But it turns out they're both horrific people. Nick Gomez, who is you? I am me. I'm Rob. I do a live commentary. We comment on everything. Everything. And it's all satirical. Nothing's real, folks. Money's made up. Life is but a dream. We're not going to make it out alive, so have some fucking fun. That's who I am. Nick Shirley got locked out of the daycare for being a strange man trying to access a facility with kids inside, which is very on brand for MAGA. Steffelson, you need to include that. You need to include that, you know, he was knocking on the door when the Epstein files were coming out, and he's like, are there kids in there? And they were like, oh, God damn, this is Epstein IRL. Yeah, if you don't know, this is the adorable thing about how stupid he is. If you don't know anything about the American schools and daycare systems, they have to lock doors and train kids on what to do when strange white men in their fucking 20s come to the door. So if you don't know why they're like, nah, there's no kids here, man. You know, if you don't know the climate in America where they have to train fucking kids about being quiet and hiding when a fucking rogue white dude comes banging on the door, you don't understand how we be living, okay? But Nick Shirley was like, this is a clear admission of guilt, not telling me where all the children are. I'm like, God damn, this is so on brand for MAGA to demand to see the kids with not being a relative. By the way, you have to be a relative on the paperwork to like demand to see kid. You know what I mean? Like for all they know, you're some fucking stray fucking absentee dad that's, you know, trying to, I don't even know. But good on those people. Good on every person that's protecting the children. It's so funny that MAGA went from protecting children to show us your kids. Steffelson, insults and bullying result in time out. Oh yeah, just time those people out, man. It's so funny. It's like, just comment on what I'm saying, okay? I know, I have children in school. I've been to many schools before. They don't just let you in to see the kids. He's so fucking. This is the worst part about like the American economy and governmental system collapsing is it's so fucking hilarious. Like it's collapsing in the funniest fucking way possible. You know, you have this inbred fucking dodo bird going to schools banging on the doors while the Epstein files are just released, being like, let us in and show me the kids. And not one person in the comments was like, I don't know, maybe that's not the way to go about it. Like there's protocols for schools now because this is a fucking 2A country where they value the Second Amendment over any child's life. Where we know why they value it over any child's life because we've read the Epstein files. By the way, if you haven't, you should. It's a doozy. If you want some nighttime reading to keep you up through the night, yeah, just read about your president, not my president, in the Epstein files. It's fucking crazy, man. These people are psychos, okay? How is your gas treating you? It's gonna be $10 a gallon. Oh my God. And MAGA was so proud about the gas prices going down. But I've always said, fucks the gas. We should have hoverboards. And I say, fuck the gas, cause it's a fossil fuel. It's gonna go extinct. Okay, that's my take on it. If you have something that's called fossil, you should be looking for something else. I look at shit as so basic, right? If you're telling me like we need fossil fuels to continue forever, and you understand that they come from the ground from dinosaurs, that, you know, there was only a finite number of dinosaurs, as far as I can remember, there are no more. And you're telling me that's the fucking long-term plan? I would say that's stupid. That's stupid. You stupid. I would Rosie Perez you. Tell me if you're old enough to understand that one. All right? I would Rosie Perez you. I would say, you're stupid. Is it, Sassy Mom, is it horrible that this is the funniest downfall of society ever? Like, it couldn't have happened in a funnier way. It really couldn't. Or am I just nuts? Maybe I'm just nuts. You stupid. You stupid, Bruce. You stupid. The oil from dinosaurs thing, that's my face. Do you not get my point? It's a fossil fuel for a reason. Or wait, hold on. That's my face. Are you telling me we have infinite oil? It's like, buddy, you gotta be on the page I'm on. You have to understand that I'm not here to fight you over grammatics, okay? If you're gonna tell me, hey, you should have put an apostrophe there, you're missing what the fuck I'm saying, you know? You gotta understand what I'm telling you. That they didn't go to kidnap Venezuelan's president because we have so much oil on our own that we don't need theirs. Get what I'm saying? Do you follow me? I hate when I have to break it down this you so stupid. You so stupid. I hate when I have to break it down like this, but you know, I don't know, maybe that's my face or whatever his stupid name is. Thinks like, hey, oil is just infinite and it grows on the trees and we just have so much. I don't know why they're raising the prices then, but you know, it's just everywhere, man. You can't walk a step without hitting oil, baby. You know, that's why everyone's an oil baron billionaire. Oh, you so stupid. I gotta find Rosie Perez. I have to. God, but what happened to Rosie Perez? She gotta be 100 now, right? I loved her. She was so good. You so stupid. Come on, please be a clip of that. We'll get the White Men Can't Jump. Does anybody else know the movie White Men Can't Jump? Anybody else? Anybody else know the movie White Men Can't Jump? Didn't somebody get murked for making a car that runs on water? Are you serious? No, come on, Sarah. Are you for real? Logic and lunacy? You say yes? We'll look that up in 1 second. The Netherlands is only 200 miles long. That's wild. Is that for real? It's only 200 miles long. No. It looks much smaller on a map. Sorry, that's a bad dad joke. Sorry, that's a horrible bad joke. Bad joke. Don't. I'm sorry. This is why I embarrass my family. Here is Rosie Perez from White Men Can't Jump. You so stupid.
Hey, police guy. How much do you love me?
I love you infinity.
That's not enough.
Infinity is the biggest number there is.
Well, it's not.
You tell me one bigger.
Infinity plus 2.
I love you infinity plus 2.
No, this isn't where she says you so stupid. Come on. Oh, here we go.
Yeah?
No, that's goddamn. You know what? The internet really makes me angry sometimes. No. Why is it all people doing impressions of her? I would never upload an impression of myself. I would only do it on the live. Wait a minute. Charlie Kelly?
You're so stupid!
That's what we're going to just go with that one. Is Charlie Kelly here? I love you, Charlie. If you're not here, I hope you see this later. So, John, you can fit it in a pocket. What's up, Shy Pixie? Good to see you. I'm serious. I think a super cool American made a car that runs on water, and they owned him. They said he was nuts or something. Listen, Sarah, I'll look it up, but I 100% believe you. Because I mean, if you don't believe what Sarah's saying, just think we have a president who's president of America and Venezuela for oil, and now he's the Ayatollah. I'm pretty sure Trump is the Ayatollah Asahola of Iran for more oil and to hide from the Epstein files. American car. Oh, on water was like the first thing that came up. Hold on. Stanley Meyer claimed in the 80s. Hold on. Stanley Meyer's water-powered car. Car said to be powered by a revolutionary water fuel cell. In 96, an Ohio court ruled the project as fraudulent. Oh, but, ooh, wait, it gets better. Ohio court ruled the project as fraudulent. Who was the judge presiding? Meyer mysteriously died 2 years later. And they have pictures of the water power car. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, god damn. If this was actually good, the hydrogen fuel cell cars would be much more prevalent and cheaper to run. No free meals and thermal I love Reddit. It's such a waste space of the internet. I'm there for the comments. Trees and water will never run out. Oh, Master Mike James Beatty. I hope that's sarcasm, right? Because you haven't been here long enough to hear me talk about the water, the Nestle water wars. I always thought that would be World War III, but I guess that will just be the post-rapture war. Oh, Pasha, are you leaving? Pasha, it's very good to see you. Always love seeing you in the comments. Always love seeing you in the chat. Thank you. Carry on strong, my friend. Keep speaking truth. Always, always. Caleb, what's up? Good to see you. I don't know if I said hi. It's a water jet engine. Please do. Check in again soon. Stay safe. Stay beloved. And keep being kind. They hate that. They hate kindness. Fuck eyes, 100%. Don't feel bad for me. I feel bad for everybody who's tricked by a PDF file. Like, probably you, you know? Thinking there was a deep state last year, but now everything's fine. There's no more woke wars. Here, I feel bad for people who think this uptalker, this beach bimbo, is a serious person. This is Stephen Miller.
Seeing right now, Sean, is that...
What you're seeing right now, Sean, I'm so upset. The military had gone woke.
Military under President Trump's leadership...
Under President Trump's leadership? He talks like a fucking girl at the beach in San Diego. I can't believe this. I can't even play any more of it. Anyways. By the way, news, always good. When we hear about Greg Bovine under criminal investigation, he was chucking chemicals and carcinogens at protesters. There he is. He's not cracking a Bud Light. He's opened a tear gas canister. That's a war crime, fellow. Justin, here's the thing. Hold on. Nobody delete his comment. Does your boyfriend know you spend the entire... okay. Smoking Blotty got him. Does your boyfriend know? I just wanted to make a point about Justin, okay? Let me get personal with Justin for a minute. When you come in here and you say some homophobic stuff like that, and you say, does your boyfriend know you're spending all day on the internet? What you, at, I don't know, 18, 19, might think is funny. What might go for a 8-minute set at Joe Rogan's Comedy Spaceship in Austin and make you so beloved in the green room of Joe Rogan's thing. Here we think of as not funny. And really what it says is... that's secretly, that's your shadow, man. That's what haunts you at night. That's why it's the first thing that comes to your mind, you know? And here, my family here, the Vanguard, we believe that in the land of the free, if you still call it that, you are free to express yourself, free to love who you want, and free to regulate your own body. That's what freedom means to us. I know to you it means oppression because you've rearranged the definitions for words and you've allowed Donald Trump, who's a PDF file in the Epstein files, to convince you that you, because of your skin tone, are better than others, or your preferences, which you subtly hide in the closet through those comments. So that's what it says, Justin. I just want you to understand that. We're not reading that thinking, ooh, he's really offended me. No, we are confident in who we are, whether we are gay, trans, black, white, brown, anything. Because here in the land of the free, in fact, let me reiterate something. The trans community is probably the bravest fucking community in America right now. They have been under attack for ages under Trump. It seems like centuries, but it's really just been a decade. And they have been the fucking scapegoat outside of anybody whose skin tone is not white. But they have really been a hyper-focused of this fucking regime, and they're still standing strong and standing tall and saying we're not gonna fucking be bullied. And I can't respect that anymore, and you should too. You want to know what the American spirit is? Throughout the centuries, it hasn't been taught to you. But right now, the trans community, the immigrant community, everybody's standing with them, just like decades and centuries ago. I fucking respect Harriet Tubman, who was an enslaved woman who said, fuck that noise. I'd like to think, in my heart of hearts, I'd like to think Harriet said, fuck that noise. I would like a t-shirt where Harriet Tubman said, fuck that noise. And not only did she escape, but when people said, you're crazy if you're going to go back, she said, I'm going back a bunch of times. I'm going to save as many people as I can. That's a fucking American hero. Okay? Not Andrew Jackson. Burn all that money till they put Tubman on it. It's all made up anyways, you know? So I want you to understand that, Justin. I like to take the time to understand who the brave people are. The brave people aren't the ones in power with all the weapons and all the money, that's our tax money, saying, hey man, we're the victim here. Those aren't strong people. Those are weak fucking people, thin-skinned people who can't even field questions from women journalists without saying, quiet piggy. That's not being brave. That's saying, I'm scared of you. I can't answer those questions. Quiet, piggy. Hopefully my disgusting behavior will distract from what you're trying to ask me. The bravest ones who are being oppressed and saying, nah, fuck that noise, man. So put some fucking respect on it, Justin. Oh, Jason, you fucking moron. You can't agree we're going to fight fascism and then come in here and be like, I don't know. You guys don't know what fascism is. Here, you know what? One of my favorite historians today actually did a video about fascism. Oddly enough. Hold on, where is it? Oh, wait a minute.
You're so stupid! You're so stupid!
It's in the description below. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. If you don't watch Tad Stormer, you should. Sturmer, that's what he calls it. What do they mean when they say fascism? Hold on. But this is, from the Holocaust Museum. It's very simple what fascism is.
Jim, you were asking.
And it actually leads me to the other article I wanted to talk to you guys about. Because this is in the news and this is just as important as everything else. There are few things more dangerous to humanity than billionaire ownership of the media. And this just isn't any billionaire ownership. These are the people that were, that were at Donald Trump's inauguration. Be very clear on this. This is fascism. When all the people who own fucking from the web to the newspapers to the fucking TV own it all, and they're all lining up like this to pay homage and fealty to their new king lord, their cybercuck or whatever they're calling him. I don't know, Chief Queef, that's what I call him. That dumb bimbo in the White House, that blondie, best friends with Epstein. And they're all lining up, paying $40 million for a documentary, which is unheard of, and it made what? $50 back? They were trying to pay people to go see it. This is fascism. This is all hail one dear leader. And there's more little facets to it. And interesting enough, one of my favorite resistance historians, Tad Stormer, talks about this. Hold on. I'm going to try to get to the point after he introduces himself, because he does a good little... Here, I'll let him introduce himself.
Actually means. Hey folks, I'm Tad Stormer.
Tad Stormer. I always call him Stormer. He should go by Stormer. I'm Tad the Storm Man. He's so great. He's so great. You should watch him. Link in the description.
Public historian and the author of A Resistance History of the United States.
I can't wait. His book's coming out soon. I can't wait. I hope it's not super expensive, like $30. I want this book so bad.
Fascism is a particular thing. The 1920s and 1930s, Benito Mussolini built it in Italy. Adolf Hitler built a version in Germany.
Wait. Who is here, or who said nobody knows what fascism is? Or, he's against fascism, but hold on, please. That comment is not gone, right? Jason Smith. I agree that we should fight fascism, but most of you people don't understand what fascism. So Jason, I need you to clarify. Are you saying like, listen, guys, I agree we should fight it, but I don't want to because nobody really knows what it is. There's no way to like look this shit up or watch it happen in real time where there's a domestic Epstein army on the streets murking American citizens in the name of their dear Lord. I am Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel.
We'll fight in his name. I don't know the lyrics. I'm so sorry. I didn't learn the lyrics in school like I think they're making kids do now. Is that what they're doing? Anyways, here's what's fascism.
And whatever their differences, the core was the same. A one-party state organized around a single leader where the nation was treated as an organism, one body, one will, and individual rights existed only insofar as the state permitted them.
Only insofar as the state permitted them. Individual rights existed, but only when they permitted them. You understand that? That's like the Constitution only exists when they allow it to. So if they send ICE to go in and kick in your door, wave in the 4-4, and all you hear is Papa don't hit me no more, then guess what? They just do it. That's fascism. That's not me. That's a fucking historian saying it. And here's the great thing, Jason. I pray you're still here. Here's the great thing. Everybody that's here is going to learn what fascism is. So now that we all know, are you ready to fight it, or are you just going to step back now? I would really like to fight fascism, but too many people don't know what it is. Was that really your comment, Jason? Guys, I totally would be against Trump, but not everybody knows what he is. Oh, man. As soon as we had... You sound like the biblical people. Please donate $1 so we could get a Bible to everyone's hand. Once everyone gets a Bible, Jesus comes back. Won't you donate? I'd really like to, but you know what? Too many people just don't know. So, Jason, are you saying you're for education in America?
And it wasn't just authoritarian, it was total. Opposition parties, gone. Independent unions, gone. Dissent suppressed through propaganda.
Oh, sound familiar? He's not describing America right now. He's describing Benito Mussolini and what do we call him? Pedolf Trumpler? Pedolf Trumpler. Who came up with that? I forget who came up with that.
Paramilitary violence and mass organization.
The Constitution does. Oh, here we go. Knives. The 10. I don't know what that says. Knives. The Constitution protects anybody in America. Anybody. That's fine. You don't know anything. That's fine. You just wanted to show it. You were like, hey guys, watch this. They're going to make them think I'm very stupid. Hey guys, watch this. Nobody's going to outdumb this comment. Bing! Knives, we know you have the internet. You're on the fucking internet, bro. You could easily, like, they've talked about that talking point so long ago. Bro, Trump has moved on. Knives.
Organizations built to enforce loyalty.
Oh, wait.
Independent unions, gone. Dissent suppressed through propaganda, paramilitary violence, and mass organizations built to enforce loyalty.
Paramilitary violence and mass organizations built to enforce loyalty. Remember when I showed you a map of where they were sending the Epstein army, aka ICE? It was to blue states. Even though more red states have immigration, they were sending it to, you know, that crazy Canadian border town of Minnesota. You know, when we all think of the immigrants that Donald Trump hates, it's really the Canadian ones, you know? We all have to just look at that fact in its face and say, God damn, I never knew Minnesota stretched to Mexico. MAGA, why are you making the end of American civilization so fucking funny? Like, you seriously, for anybody who has, like, not even an intellect, common sense, like, you're just making this this beautiful disaster so hilarious. It's so fucking funny. You know, because it couldn't be done by a stupider guy. Donald Trump has never been like hailed as like a smart dude. The only one who's ever said that is himself. And you've just ushered in the age of fucking morons. Morons and the pedOligarchy. The pedOligarchy. Yeah. Tyrant PDF files.
Now, in Germany, the structure was fused with an explicit racial ideology that defined who belonged to the nation by blood.
And America's doing that with who's a real American. And the Supreme Court helped them do that by saying, yeah, anybody who doesn't speak English, because that's, you know, totally from Englanderican. Okay, English is not American, just so we're all clear with that. I guess anybody who doesn't look like they're from England. Anyways, yeah, the Supreme Court said, yeah, anybody who's not white, get them, boys. That's your Supreme Court. Disassemble it.
When historians use the word today, they use it more broadly as a category for authoritarian nationalist regimes that destroy democratic institutions, concentrate power in a leader and a movement, and mobilize the state to enforce ideological unity.
Okay, now this video is extremely... Steffelson, oh, you're... Oh, hold on. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Thanks for the good work. Have a good night. You too, man. Stay safe. Stay beloved. Create some art. Or just treat yourself. Just take a moment today. Just take a fucking moment where it doesn't matter what you have to get done. You can put it all off, because sometimes just having that moment to yourself, whatever you enjoy. Maybe you're going to ghost, you know, a vase with a ghost, or maybe you're going to paint a picture, or maybe you just sing out loud. Who gives a fuck what it is, man? Just do something for you today, okay? Thank you, Steffelson. Democracy in Germany died from within. Well, it was killed off, Enclave soldier, not only with Hitler, his rise to power, but what really killed it is when the Democrats and Republicans, I use that language specifically for Americans to understand that to combat true leftism, socialism, communism, they had to unite, and that the fascists were the lesser evil. Remind you of today at all? Remind you of today. President Reagan, I speak a few languages? Oh, that's dope. What's up, Caleb? Oh, Tia's here. Tia. I'm so glad I'm not in a horrible country like America. We have the most mild problems here in comparison. Well, and this is like a reality show. You know, it's like the worst fucking reality show ever. And what do you expect from... They elected a fucking TV show guy. You know, a reality... I'm going to fire you. I still can't get over the people who are like, yeah, Donald Trump is for the working man. And it's like, he had a whole show where he fired people. Like, he was literally a CEO on the show. He was like, you're fired. Go collect unemployment, you bum. And they were like, that's my guy. That's a guy who understands me. Going to my 9 to 5 every day. He really gets gas prices and groceries. And then they sing We Are Charlie Kirk. But please watch. I linked this video. Because it is a very important one, and it speaks to what I've been saying about the politicians here. The Democrats and Republicans that aren't supporting this pedo regime, the pedOligarchy, the ones that have kind of put themselves on the side and been like, hey, political theater, I'm speaking out, they still aren't doing any real movements to help what started this fascist movement. You know, healthcare, affordability, you know, all the fucking nationalist shit Trump ran on that he didn't do. They're not going to address it. I've always said this. Right now we have an all-red regime. So you know what conservatism, it's just fascism. It's just corporate fucking oligarchy, pedOligarchy. You know, the corporations aligned with the fucking government. You voted for a CEO, what'd you expect? And they're not only surveilling you, starting wars, not caring about affordability. Gas has jumped 40 cents in just a weekend. But on top of that, they're doing it while propagandizing you, using the military against you, using these ICE force, the Epstein army against you. So it's just going to get worse. And that's just for the fascist Republican side. The Democrats, you elect all them. You think you're getting health care? You think you're fucking getting health care? How those Democrats are bought and paid for? It's not happening. And this video really goes into that. It explains that how when you have a deep-rooted fascism in the system. That's why we're woke, because we understand that they're all meant to oppress us. For the people who are like, oh, you think the Democrats are better? No, I've never been a Democrat. I don't think they're better. Okay, I don't. Anything's better than fascism. I would have voted for anybody besides the dude in the Epstein files. Okay, so there is nuance to this, but all in all, the Democrats aren't saving us. What are they trying to do? Retain the status quo? Fuck Newsom. He's against a wealth tax? Why? Seriously. Something that would help so many people, and what? Not even the rich people would know. Rich people wouldn't notice if they didn't have 200 billion and they just had 100 billion. Do you really notice at that point? Or you're like, honey, the car payment didn't go through. Do we only have 100 billion? Like, you hear what you're defending? This whole fucking system's rotten. Toss it the fuck out, and we start from scratch. All right? Free Christi Noem. I'm assuming you're saying that she went to prison, and we can only pray for that. We should, President Reagan, I love the meme usage or the emoji usage. We should truly have a new Smokey the Bear who can say, you are the only one who can let PDF files ruin your life. It's kind of that simple. Yep. It is kind of just that simple. Hold on, I'm missing some of the stuff that's happening in the comments. Pedoligarchy. The pedoligarchy. That's what it is, folks. That's what it is. So please, that's why I linked that Ted Stormer. But more importantly, now Jason is clearly gone, because he's a fascist sympathizer, only because not everybody knows what it is. Did everybody take notes? I'm not going to test you on it, but for Jason, if we don't all know what it is, then no one can fight it. I love it. I love it. Oh, you gotta love the small mentality of some people. But now that Jason's gone, I think it's really time to explain how bad America has gotten. I'm going to read this article in 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me un minuto. What's up, Tia? Good to see you. All three branches and still crying. You won't because you have nothing? None of us have anything, cat lady. Are you talking to America in general? That's kind of like what the government's saying. You're not going to do anything. You ain't got nothing. You have to go to work to afford it. If you skip work, you're losing your health insurance. That's exactly what the government says to us every day. You ain't going to do nothing. You got nothing, And all of us are like, yeah, they're kind of right, Late on rent, fucking got to keep going to work so I don't die, but I might die there. So yeah, that's a great summary of America right now. Some people are really, really, really small-minded. Well, hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry. If you don't pay your workers enough to live, you are the root of evil. Yep. Faith without works is dead. Ooh, the chat's going well. Ew, Jesus, the Roman exorcist? Surprisingly, few of them get much work done. Besides a bit of Botox hair replacement. Huh. Oh, here. Hi, you okay? Yeah? Okay. Here. You just chill so we can go over this. All right. Yeah. Hi. The 1% have a separate system and a wealth that rises as you produce more poverty and debt for the lower economy. Yep. It's a big pyramid scheme, and none of us are at the top, but these guys are. But this is the part of fascism where you really have to be careful where you're getting your information from, because, oh, did you guys see this? A new patch? New patch. A new patch for all the troops serving in Operation Fat Chomo. Did you guys see that? Hold on, we gotta go through some meme news. People really out here arguing that you shouldn't be able to pay rent and support yourself on minimum wage. Like, okay, what the fuck are jobs for then? I embody that spirit. Trump. Oh, did you guys see Sardion? Did you see the president of Spain? God damn, makes me proud to be Spanish. And him saying like, we're not supporting this. He's just come out and been like, yo, fuck Trump, basically. Everything short of it. But Trump says, we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. I had the audio the other day. I didn't get to play it. We don't want anything to do with Spain. And someone says, Marion, God bless her. As a Spaniard, I'm utterly devastated to hear Trump wants to cut ties with Spain. How will we survive without lectures on freedom from a man who thinks paella needs ketchup? We'll try to cope, with universal health care and 30 days of paid, move your tail, cat, paid vacation. Thoughts and tapas, y'all. Absolutely amazing. Oh, here's one for the people who come in and go, oh my God, pink hair. Here's Hunter S. Thompson. I'm not at all embarrassed by the use of the word freak. I think the way things are going in this country right now, it's a very honorable designation, and I'm proud of it. To be abnormal, to deviate from the style of government that I deplore in America today, is not only wise, but necessary. Hunter S. Thompson. Someone should really send this to Joe Rogan, because I think he thinks Hunter S. Thompson would not laugh at him, not make a mockery of Joe Rogan. Hold on. Oh, I already posted that. Okay, there was some meme news. Oh, did you guys see this? Scene in Washington, D.C., and I gotta say, this is important. We should get these across the country. We should send some to Iran, too, you know? We should send them everywhere. These should really be up all over the place. Where is my article? Oh, here it is. Sorry, it's way back here. Okay, so this is Alex McLeod from Twitter. He wrote this opinion, or the article I'm going to read for you down here. But this opinion piece is, again, part of the fascist takeover of America, where Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post and started immediately editing what they were printing. And now you're seeing shit like this. In the long run, wars make us safer and richer. I would just ask, make who richer? Everybody feel much richer after 2001, after 2003, after 2008, after 2020. You get what is it? What is it? You okay? Yeah. You all right? Okay. So wars don't make us richer. They make... I'm guessing the us here is a 1%er. It's the royal us, you know. It's just meant for the royals. So Alex McLeod calls this out. A few things more dangerous than billionaires' ownership of our media. The world's 7 richest men are all media barons. And then his article, which I linked down below, you should really read. I'll go through a little bit of it with you. Let's put up put up this. Because as I've said, this picture should have, at an inauguration, seeing all these people front row, so fucking shit-eating plastic smile grins, you know, just ready to absolutely ravage the economy and turn it into, this owns everything. Oh, it's adorable. No. I know you have a website. I know you're on Etsy. I know you have a pizza shop. I know you know the guy at the corner store. But their dream is for them to own it all. That's why him and him were trying to start their own corporate towns, you know? Like, we've learned nothing from history. Like when the mine companies would have corporate towns and the miners would get paid in corporate money where they were trapped because they couldn't use that money. It wasn't American money. So they just had to live and work and die in those towns until they revolted. These guys are like, fucking great idea. What could go wrong? You know, the guy that said, hey, wouldn't you like a tunnel underground where you could skip traffic? And nobody went, you mean a subway? We already have those brilliant inventor. Knives is kind of a little crybaby because you got to understand something about people that are identified as MAGA. And that's what I'm assuming Knives, sorry, this cat is, Rob, when you go to your own channel and you go to post, do you see there a suggestion to turn on communities? No, I got to go into like the back end of stuff, like the studio. I don't see it there. Thank you for reminding me though, because I need to look that up. I just forget. I get off here and I got so much to do. That's why if you could hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. If we could turn this into like the thing I do, that would be amazing. I could give it my full attention, not like this fucking cat. Look at this cat. This cat just won't stop. Listen, I love you, but I'm doing something right now. Do you understand that? You are loved. You are a valued member of this society. Okay? You are loved. But like, not right now. You know what I mean? You're knocking stuff over, you're stepping on the keyboard, you're almost knocking over everything. Okay. Okay, just gonna sit right, can you just sit? Can you just be cool, man? Can you chill, man? You're in a cult, Kev. Where's Kev? I wanna see why he's in a cult, but I believe it. Okay, Kitty, come on, man. Come on. You're kidding, Knives, right? You're kidding, Knives. We talk about the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence quite often here. Mostly because it's being violated at all times. But you couldn't, Knives. Are you never voted for Trump? Yeah, but Asmongold didn't vote for Trump. You know what I mean? And he's proudly stomping for the pedo class, the pedOligarchy. So you don't have to vote for somebody to be like, oh, I fully support what's going on right now. You just have to be an absolute degenerate racist. You know, you just have to be anti-humanity and fully fascist, which some people in their little tiny cockles of their American hearts are, you know? As long as it means like other people suffer, they're like, I'm fine. And that's what we're trying to root out here. That's like the root of this fucking bad poisonous tree that we're trying to get to. We're trying to get people to understand that, you know who sold you that message? Probably Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or some billionaire who will never fucking be in your community or walk down the streets that you walk down without at least 1,000 guards and a fucking envoy of different black SUVs following them because they spit on you. They hate you. The people who bought all of the media, which is this article that I'm trying to talk about, this cat just, if I'm not petting the cat's like, fuck you, dude. But this article, here, let me just start reading some of it and hopefully you'll listen. All right. Thank you, Alex McLeod. Trump loyalist and CIA contractor Larry Ellison's purchase of CNN appears imminent and marks that we've discussed this. Netflix and Ted Sarandos, fuck him, pulled out of the WB deal, and it looks like the Ellisons not only bought TikTok, Paramount, Skydance, but now they get CNN and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, it's kind of obscene, You know, any of these free market capitalists that want a deregulated fucking free market should really be against, you know, like 4 guys owning everything. At that point, it's not. As soon as those 4 guys get each other's phone numbers and go, hey, how about we just price everybody out of this? How about we just raise the prices? What are they going to do? They're going to go somewhere else, you know? Like, you should be terrified of what's happening. And not only because, you know, they're going to fucking turn everything into a rental for you, but everything's going to be a subscription. You want to get on the internet? Okay, just put your quarters in the fucking into the fucking computer and we'll let you use it for a little bit. You don't think that's coming? You don't think all these dudes aren't trying to figure out how to rent you your fucking Angry Birds time, you know? Never mind like subscriptions to get higher tiers. I'm just talking about to get on. They already do that through their other companies, but I'm talking about like really. And I'm old enough to remember when unlimited data just meant unlimited data. And then they had unlimited data tiers. And then you got throttled. I mean, it's such a fucking scam. And it happens because of shit like this. Because they eliminate all the fucking competition. They turn it into a 4 monopoly. And then they all collude to price fix. We're seeing it in rent. We're seeing it in everything. Everything. Why do you think when one Netflix subscription jumps up, Disney's like, oh yeah, that's right, our movies are top tier now. They're top tier. We're going to charge a few more bucks. Why do you think everything keeps doing that? The content's not getting more. The content's not getting better. It's not in 3D, but somehow they keep fucking raising the prices because that's the game, folks. That's what makes you woke. As soon as you understand that, you officially get a woke patch. It's just a red star. This cat, what are you trying to chase? That's the mouse, buddy. All right, so Ellison is not alone. Indeed, the world's 7 richest individuals are now powerful media barons, controlling what the world sees. Oh, you know what I realized? I can make the cat look like she's reading it. So just imagine she's saying this. Reads, hears, and marking a new chapter in oligarchical control over society and striking another blow at a free, independent press and diversity of opinion. Striking another blow at a free, independent press and diversity of opinion. Media monopoly. Paramount Skydance, an Ellison-owned company, is in a pole position to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery, a conglomerate that controls gigantic film and television studios, streaming services like HBO Max, Discovery Plus, franchises like DC, and TV networks like HBO, TNT, Discovery, TLC Food Network, and CNN. Please don't attack it. This lead is largely due to Ellison's proximity to President Trump, who will ultimately have to sign off on such a deal. Ellison has already spoken to senior White House officials about axing CNN hosts and content that Trump is said to dislike. Or content, not content. Weird how you could do that. Including anchors Aaron Burnett and Breonna Kyler. It is this willingness to completely reorientate the network's political direction that has made him the White House preferred purchaser of Warner Brothers Discovery. He's reportedly so wealthy that he can afford to pay it in cash. If you're defending a guy who can buy Warner Brothers Discovery in cash, see your fucking self out of this country. The rest of the world don't want you either. Ellison, whose net worth stands at a staggering $278 billion, has been on a media spending spree of late. Earlier this year, he provided funds for Skydance to purchase Paramount Global, another gigantic conglomerate that controls such products as CBS, BET, MTV, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, Paramount Streaming, and Showtime. So this dude's going to... oh my God. So you understand he's going to own HBO, Discovery, DC, TNT, TLC, Food Network, CNN, CBS, BET, MTV, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, Paramount, Showtime. What the fuck is left? Duck Dynasty? Like, there's nothing left. One dude's going to, and he owns TikTok. We haven't even got to that. Immediately upon being appointed CEO of CBS News, Larry's son, Fart, because I'm not calling him David, his name is Fart, began drastically reorientating the network's political outlook, firing staff, pushing it to become pro-Trump, and appointing self-described Zionist fanatic Bari Weiss as editor-in-chief. And she is a moron. Just listen to Bari Weiss talk. She runs free press on YouTube. She is so fucking stupid. The Ellison family, however, is far from finished. In September, Trump signed an executive order approving a proposal to force through the sale of the social media platform TikTok to an American consortium led by Ellison-owned tech company Oracle. This is fascism, folks. The state and the corporations have aligned to not only propagandize you, but to fucking control you and oppress you. Under the plan, this is like, you understand, like the safeguards of an American democracy were like a handshake. They were like, I promise not to be too corrupt. And then the corruption over the past since Reagan has just been like inching closer to fascism. And now we're just like, they're just doing it in the light of day. They're just like, we don't really need shell companies. I'll just put my son Fart in control. And what are the people going to do? They're too busy trying to not die. That's America. That's America. You understand that, right? Cat. Do not attack the mouse. Under the planned arrangement, Oracle will oversee the platform's security and operations, giving the world's second richest man effective control over the platform that more than 60% of Americans under age 30 years of age use for news and entertainment. Trump himself stated that he was extremely pleased that Oracle would be controlling the flat platform. Quote, it's owned by Americans and very sophisticated Americans, not sophisticated to not name his son Fart, because I'm pretty sure that's his government name. The Ellison family's sudden venture into the realm of media and communications has shocked many, with the senior media figures sounding the alarm. Longtime CBS anchor Dan Rather warned that we all have to be concerned about the consolidation of huge billionaires getting control of nearly all of the major news outlets. It is a particularly tough time for anybody working at CBS News, he stated, citing pressure to change coverage to be more pro-Trump. I think if the Ellisons were to buy CNN, it would change CNN forever, and it might be another serious wound to CBS News. Of course it would change it forever. Come on, Dan Rather, don't beat around the bush. Say if they buy it, it's going to be Trump NN. And that's the other thing. It's not like we don't have enough right-wing grifters. Newsmax, Fox News, owned by Rupert Murdoch. Basically, there is no leftist media. That's why it's important to hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, your support or your voice. You know, listen, here's the thing. I'll show my face every fucking day. I'm tired of this shit. I don't give a fuck. We're not invested in this economy. These idiots are. And what they don't understand is that when it collapses, we ain't holding on to shit. We're supposed to fucking pray for our landlords' fucking houses. You know what I mean? Like, we don't give a fuck. Oh, Wall Street bets with their fucking 100 shares of something are going to be like, oh no, Bain, please don't fucking crash the economy again. People don't give a shit. And as soon as it starts to tumble and the few that fucking haven't been affected get affected, guess what? Nobody's invested in this shit. Nobody's invested in a system that fucking bases your healthcare on how hard you fucking work. And then on top of that, you got multiple tiers of healthcare. Do you see how this works? It's all a tier system, and we ain't the fucking top. It's a tier system, deductibles, copays, fucking approvals from AI. It's bullshit, man. If you're invested in this, fucking go to Russia. Seriously, go the fuck to Russia, where you can't dissent, where they have a perpetual presidency, infinite president. And if you speak out, he'll poison dart frog you. You know what I mean? Like, MAGA, you really sound like you want a North Korean style Russian fucking thing going on. You don't believe in freedom. If you did, you wouldn't go after fucking trans people, gay people, black people, brown people. You'd just be like, oh, they should be free to fucking be who they are. But you don't believe in freedom. You want oppressive fucking tyranny as long as it doesn't affect you, and we're fucking sick of it. So it's important that more people speak out. But again, if you can't, don't worry, I'll do it. I'll do it. And let Maggie go in the comments. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. You're in my comments, bitches. God damn. Go show your face, MAGA, and say, hey, man, these Epstein files looking pretty hot. You know, like, say the shit you believe. You won't, because you're chicken shit, man. But I've had it. And I'm going to call this shit out until it fucking collapses, which is hopefully sooner than later. I can't wait to get rebuilding. And we ain't building back better. We're rebuilding from scratch. 3-day work week. If these idiots want to fucking promote propaganda that working 7 days and not having a family, but at the same time you need to reestablish the American family, but we're not going to give you time off for it. You see what I mean? They're just a bunch of hypocrites. But if they want to, if you want to work 8 days a week, go fucking ahead. But for the rest of us, 3 days, 15-hour work week, that's full time, $66 minimum wage, free fucking healthcare paid for by their taxes. We will fucking exile them if they don't want to be taxed. Don't threaten me to leave. We'll exile you. We'll seize your assets. Fuck you. You've exploited too many people for too long. The blood is on your hands. Am I clear enough? This fucking country is going to be awesome. We're going to have artists, poets, Hunter S. Thompson 2. I'm not going to do it, but somebody will. It's going to be fucking giraffe costumes and frog strong everywhere. It's going to be woke Sharia, as Valenti once said. Anyways, sitting on a fortune of over 480 billion, Elon Musk is the wealthiest person in the world, projected to, within the next decade, become the planet. He had to say the planet's first trillionaire. You're stomping for a trillionaire, get the fuck out of this earth. You know, just get out of earth. In 2020, you go to Mars. You go to Mars. In 2022, Musk purchased Twitter. I'm going to put in a little fucking asterisk here, a little side note, a little footnote, and turned it into a fucking white supremacist dumpster fire. It is horrible. In a deal worth around $44 billion from Saudi American, from Saudi Arabian money, the South African-born Elon Musk, South African immigrant, illegal immigrant. He's the only one you can legally tell to go back to Africa. This is the only one that woke Sharia is going to accept. It's saying go back to fucking Africa. This dude right here. And by the way, his dad married his stepsister. That's not a joke. You can look it up. I talked about it here. That's why he has a hole in his heart. Anyways, the South African-born tech magnate quickly set about turning the platform into a vehicle for advancing his own far-right politics. Twatsyism. That's what we call it. In 2024, for example, he was a key figure in promoting an attempt to topple Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, spreading misinformation about the country's election and even threatening Maduro with the future in the notorious Guantanamo Bay prison camp. How dare this fucking immigrant, the South African Elon Musk immigrant, threaten somebody with our prison camp? He also has very publicly rewritten his generative AI chatbot, Grok, on multiple occasions, so it would produce more conservative responses to users' questions. Also, it would declothe kids, and one result was that Grok began to praise Adolf Hitler. Musk overtook Jeffrey Bezos, last year to become the world's richest man, and like Musk, the Amazon founder and CEO has made several moves into the world of media. In 2013, he bought the Washington Post for $250 million. You understand, like, while you're trying to afford egg, he's like, yeah, I'll take that newspaper for $250 million. And you're like, oh, he shouldn't be taxed. No. The tax code is written that way so they can just avoid taxes. They're smart because of it. I'm dumb. I pay my taxes. And they blow it on government contracts for useless shit, like going to Mars. He's not even going to Mars anymore. You see that announcement? He's like, now we're going to the moon. It's like, bitch, we've been there. You go to Mars. So he bought the Washington Post for $250 million. And MAGA quickly defended him, saying he shouldn't pay taxes. He needs those newspapers to tell me why war is good. Oh my God, these people are the bane of American freedom. And quickly began exerting his influence on the newspaper, firing anti-establishment writers and hiring pro-war columnists. This came just months after he bought a minority stake in Business Insider, now rebranded to Insider. Oh, stupid rebrand. Should have kept the business. 1 year later, in 2014, Amazon paid nearly $1 billion to purchase Twitch, a streaming platform which hosts around 7 million monthly broadcasters. Amazon also owns a wide range of other media ventures, including movie studio MGM, audiobook platform Audible, and movie database IMDb. Let's all go on IMDb and just leave reviews on Jeff Bezos being a suckbutt. He's an old suckbutt. French billionaire Bernard Arnault, meanwhile, has been buying up large swaths of his country media outlets. The chairman of luxury conglomerates Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, and the world's seventh richest man, now sits on a media empire that includes daily newspapers such as La Parisienne and La Escose, magazines such as Paris Match and Challenges, as well as Radio Classique. Radio Classique, fucking broadcasting twatsy morning shows. The remaining three individuals rounding out the top 7 list all owe their wealth primarily to the media empires. Google co-founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page are collectively worth over $500 billion. Nobody needs that much money. They're not doing anything good with it. Google has become the dominant, especially when Americans can't afford healthcare. They go to GoFundMe. They can't afford a fucking ambulance. They go to Uber. And they can't afford egg. They voted for Donald Trump in today's high-tech economy. And it is also a major player in social media, having bought YouTube in 2006 for $1.65 billion. 35% of Americans use the video platform as a primary source of news. But we're also using the platform to say, fuck you, Sergey Brin and Larry Page. Go and suck it. You know, for all those people who are like, oh, I see you hate capitalism, but use YouTube. It's like, yeah, dude. I can't fucking get Redbook. Yeah, we're in the belly of the beast, bro. We have to. Oh, God. I would love one of those BYD electric cars, but Americans can't buy them. Anyways, Mark Zuckerberg, meanwhile, owes his $203 billion... Who the fuck is saying these people can't afford taxes? $203 billion? And you can't pay $201 billion in taxes? So the rest of us don't have to worry about egg, housing, or healthcare? Like, who is simping this hard for this fucking dude? Look at him. He's like, how are the humans looking? What do I do? Is this a smile? This guy's a fucking robot. Fortune to his social media and tech ventures, which, by the way, poisons the youth and makes them addicted to fucking their phones, including Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Not on any of them. Fuck you, Zuck. I hate him more than anyone. If you have ever read about what Mark Zuckerberg's doing to the local Hawaiians, you will understand my disdain for this man. Like YouTube, Zuckerberg's companies are major players in the modern news landscape, with 38%, 20%, and 5% of Americans relying on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp for their news. Who is getting news from Facebook? I hope you're just not getting news from there. There's more things on the internet. If you get news from Facebook, let me introduce you to the internet. Use it. Get the fuck off Facebook. MAGA mouthpieces. Many of these wealthy individuals have joined forces with President Trump in an effort to support Republican policies. I would call them fascist, but okay. And push a fascist worldview. Chief among these is the Ellison family. You know Larry and Fart, his son. We only know him as Fart. I believe that's his government name. Until they show me the paperwork, prove it. Just like I believe Charlie Kirk died of a fentanyl overdose, and until they show me the toxicology report, I don't believe it. And who else? Who was the other one they worshipped that died of a fentanyl? Oh, United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson died of fentanyl. Show me the toxicology. I will relinquish my take. Until then, Charlie Kirk and Brian, the CEO, the middle management CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, I believe, I saw the video. He fell down. It looked like a fentanyl overdose. So until they show me the toxicology, that's the story I'm going with. Show me the toxicology. I will totally admit that I was wrong and say I'm sorry. But until I see the toxicology for Charlie Kirk and Brian Thompson, they both died of fentanyl.
We have strongly tonight. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel.
We'll honor the fentanyl deaths. The Republicans love fentanyl deaths. It's so sad they both died from fentanyl. They died from fentanyl. I don't know. Anybody have the toxicology? Anybody? Nobody's got the toxicology reports. I just keep asking for them. You know. All right, let's get back to reading. This article linked down in the description. Alex McLeod of Free Mint Press. What is it called? Mint Press News. Sorry. And guess what? I didn't have to pay $1. This is a fucking grassroots investigator, and they didn't threaten me with not reading the news if I didn't give them $1. I'm like, how? What? You want me to give a billionaire? You want me to give Jeff Bezos dollars to read his paper? No. Okay, Larry Ellison and his son Fart, I believe that's his government name, holds deeply conservative views. No, they're just fascists and they want to conserve their power. And if there was a true free market with competition and voices that were diverse, they wouldn't be able to hold on to this power. Anyway, sorry. And became a top donor and fundraiser for the Republican Party and a close Trump confidant. He was like, Donald, don't worry about the Epstein files. We'll make those disappear. I'll buy all the media and say it's a hoax. Except for Bill Clinton. That's not the hoax. One Trump insider, noting his influence, went so far as to call Ellison the shadow president of the United States. Remember when MAGA was like, there's a deep state. There's a shadow president. There are fucking Trump people saying Ellison is the shadow president, and MAGA's like, good. I voted for that shadow president. That's the shadow president I like. If it wasn't, no, it is hilarious. It's terrifyingly hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. America's filled with morons. Only about 27% of America. That's like the MAGA-verse. They're just very loud. Musk, of course, very publicly turned Twitter into a conservative-dominated platform. I guess if you do mean conservative as a twatsy, yeah. And was unofficial member of Trump's cabinet, becoming de facto head of the Department of Government Efficiency. Anybody remember that? I'm old enough to remember Doge, and when they said you're going to get a $5,000 dividend check. Remember that, guys? Zuckerberg has also taken a number of steps to align his platforms with the MAGA movement, including firing his fact-checking team and prioritizing what he calls free speech, quote unquote. Content moderation teams, and the Meta CEO said, would be moved from California to Texas, where there's less concern about the bias of our teams. Everybody's going to Texas, except for Ted Cruz when there's a storm. I hope you guys have generators. I heard their fucking grid isn't the best. But, you know, that's the free market. That's the free market. Nationalize it all. Zuckerberg replaced Meta's president of global affairs, the former Liberal Democrat deputy prime minister of the United Kingdom, Nick Clegg, with prominent Republican Joel Kaplan, who is George Bush's chief of staff. He also appointed Dana White. This is the funniest one. The chief executive of Ultimate Fighting Championship and a close Trump ally to Meta's board. Yeah, because Dana White has Dame Bramage. It's so funny, despite his complete lack of relevant experience, because nothing is about like having experience. It's all about who will say yes to you the best. Who will tell you the handsomest today? That's literally Trump fucking hires women by how hot they are and fucking men by how hot they tell him he is. Many of these moves are likely made in response to Trump's threat to imprison Zuckerberg for the rest of his life if he did anything to cheat him out of 2024. This is the funniest shit ever. The presidential candidate is like, if you don't help me fucking win, I'm going to put you in jail forever. And Zuckerberg was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. The billionaire was like, yes, sir. They're all little fucking Muppets to this guy. That is so funny. This dude, imagine having $200 million and saying, yes, sir. If Trump threatened me with prison for the rest, I don't even have $2 million. I'm saying this, fuck you, bitch. There you go. That's how you do it, Zuckerberg. These are spineless worms. That's what I have up here. This is a National Geographic channel where I show you spineless worms and we discuss them. Let me read this sentence again. Many of these moves were likely made in response to Trump's threat to imprison Zuckerberg for the rest of his life, quote, if he did anything to, quote, cheat him out of a 2024 presidential election victory. Zuckerberg subsequently met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago alongside Bezos and other tech moguls, donated $1 million to his inaugural fund. This is so funny. This is the words right above here, because then there's the picture. This is so funny. Donald Trump said, I will put you in prison for the rest of your life if I don't win the election. And Zuckerberg immediately was on a flight to Mar-a-Lago, like, please, sir, please. Like, imagine having $200 billion and no self-respect, no spine, no character, and being threatened by some fucking PDF file and flying to his house and being like, please, sir, I will donate money to, please don't put me in jail forever. I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. Good luck catching me. I got a plan. I'll fucking disappear. You try to get me. I run a digital space, man. I ain't got a brick and mortar. I'll get the fuck out. But instead he was like, I'll do whatever you say, sir. Don't worry, we'll help you win. Facebook is here to back you, sir. What a fucking toad. What a toad. Oh, man. please let me be around these people. I just want to yell stuff at them. I just want to yell, what a toad. What a toad, you subservient bitch. I couldn't imagine having that much money and losing my whole fucking spine, you know? Like, the world is Zuckerberg's play place, right? Like, anywhere he wants to go, probably in minutes you could be there. Dude wants a yogurt from fucking Switzerland. He fucking flies there to get it. And imagine Donald Trump, who's all over the Epstein files, threatening you with prison for the rest of your life. And never mind you being like, I have $2 billion, bro. Good luck. Let's tie it up in court. You know what they do to everything? What they do to all their victims? They're like, good luck. I have infinite money. I will see you in court. Instead, he immediately took a flight to Donald Trump's house. And he was like, let me know how I can help. You need $1 million, buddy? These people are pathetic. Fucking pathetic. Bezos, meanwhile, pursued similar measures at the Washington Post, announcing that the newspaper would no longer publish opinions of skeptical capitalism. Oh, there you go. There's your fascism. We will no longer tolerate anyone skeptical of capitalism. It is the best. It is working. That's why healthcare is so awesome in America, and that's why people are dying younger. No skepticism. Okay. I didn't know these guys were so thin-skinned, you know? And they're not. They're just trying to keep their power. Meanwhile, people that don't fucking comprehend this are like, I don't see what's wrong. I like the Washington Post. I pay them $40. I paid Jeff Bezos $40 so I could not let democracy die in darkness. Quote, we're going to be writing every day in support of defense of two pillars, personal liberties and free markets. Number one, bitch, your whole existence means the market isn't free. And Jeff Bezos knows that. When he started Amazon with his parents' money, he undersold his competition so he could buy them. If you're on Amazon Basics, I'm sure you have a horror story. Just read about them. It's usually Amazon Basics ripping off people that they've sold online, that they've had to, small businesses have to sell on Amazon if you're going to sell online. You can't fucking compete in today's age because he's a monopoly. And what he does is he sells until he figures out they got a good product and he figures out exactly how to make it and he sells it as Amazon Basics. There's been reports on this. You could just look it up. But this dude does not believe in personal liberties or free markets. And if you want to know why he doesn't believe in personal liberties, just go pee in a bottle in a truck where you can't fucking stop delivering and tell me that that's your personal liberty. This dude is a fucking plague on society. Bezos wrote, noting that readers are wishing to see an alternative viewpoints that can find them on the internet. Yeah, because the alternative viewpoints are free markets. Does this fucking dude not know anything? Or this is all propaganda. The decision was widely seen as a major shakeup and provoked public opposition from Post employees. Massive encroachment by Jeff Bezos into the Washington Post. Yeah, we know all this shit. Anyways, let's go down to Pentagon contractors. A key factor in the rise of many world top 7 richest individuals is their proximity to the U.S. national security state, which many of their companies grow wealthy in part due to feeding from the trough of Pentagon contracts. Ooh, we just heard about Christi Noem. She just funneled $143 million. 143 million of our taxpayer dollars to a company that just started 8 days ago that she couldn't answer any questions about, that is registered to a house in D.C. And I keep imploring, Nick Shirley, you should go knock on their door and ask them where the money is. Today's wars and espionage rely much on high-tech computing equipment as tanks and guns, and in 2022, the Department of Defense awarded Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Oracle $9 billion cloud computing contract. Bezos' Amazon has long enjoyed a closer relationship with the CIA, having signed a $600 million contract with the agency in 2014, yet Google and Musk's aerospace company, SpaceX, have been intertwined with Langley since their inception. The CIA bankrolled and oversaw Brin's PhD research at Stanford University, work which would later form the basis of Google. As one investigation noted, quote, senior U.S. intelligence representatives, including a CIA official, oversaw the evolution of Google in this pre-launch phase, all the way until the company was ready to be officially founded. As of late 2005, In-Q-Tel, the CIA's venture capitalist arm, was a major shareholder in Google. These shares were a result of Google's acquisition of Keyhole Inc., a CIA-backed surveillance firm, which software eventually became Google Earth. By 2007, the government was using enhanced versions of Google Earth to surveil and target enemies in Iraq and beyond. Now it's Iran. According to the Washington Post, according to Jeff Bezos. By this time, well, that was pre-Bezos. The Post also notes Google was partnering with Lockheed Martin to produce futuristic technology for the military. There also exists a revolving door of employment between Google and various branches of the government. It would be no stretch, meanwhile, to state that Elon Musk owes his largest, in no part, his largesse? What the fuck is that word? Hold on. Largesse. Definition. Extreme generosity, specifically the act of liberally giving money, gifts, or favors to others. Or largesse. Largesse. Elon Musk, where is it? Owes his largesse, in no part, to his intimate relationship with the CIA. In-Q-Tel chief Mike Griffin helped birth SpaceX, providing support and advice from the beginning, and even accompanied Musk to Russia in 2002, where the pair attempted to purchase cheap intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, to start the company. Griffin repeatedly championed Musk at the CIA, describing him as the Henry Ford of the space industry, and worthy of the government's full support. No, kitty, don't move. Still, by 2008, SpaceX was in dire straits, with Musk unable to make payroll and believing SpaceX and Tesla would be liquidated. But he was saved by an unexpected $1.6 billion NASA contract that Griffin had helped secure. Today, SpaceX is a powerhouse. Primary customers are the U.S. government. He gets our tax money. It's more about SpaceX. No billionaire, however, is more intimately connected to the CIA than Larry Ellison. You know him from Larry and Fart, the tag team duo that owns all the media and websites in America. Ellison began his career working with the CIA in a database called Project Oracle. In 1977, he co-founded tech giant Oracle. The CIA was Oracle's only customer for some time before Ellison branched out and began to win contracts with other branches of national security state, including naval intelligence and Air Force intelligence and the NSA. Close partnership continues to this day. In 2020, the company won a 15-year contract with the CIA and 16 other U.S. intelligence agencies worth tens of billions of dollars, our tax dollars. And today, it's upper. And if you don't think those contracts are juiced, you know, I want you to think about this. When they're giving these contracts, they're juicing them. They're juicing those contracts. They're overpaying for the product. And today, it's upper ranks because it's our tax money. Are filled with former CIA executives. One example of this is Leon Panetta, former CIA director and Secretary of Defense, who sits on its board of directors. And then it goes into arming and supporting Israel. Oh my God, that picture is so fucking funny with Elon Musk. He's such a loser. And their support of Netanyahu, and I'm guessing now the war. In short, then, what the planet's mega-rich capture of our media system shows is that billionaires are not only a serious drain on resources, but an existential threat to an open society and the free flow of information. I've been saying this for a long time, but it's Alan McLeod. Alan McLeod, absolutely brilliant fucking article. Follow him if you can. He completed his PhD in 2017 and has since authored 2 acclaimed books, Bad News from Venezuela and Propaganda in the Information Age, Still Manufacturing Consent. Oh, damn, I want to get those books. I'm just a poor American trying to save up for ag, so it might be a long time. No such thing as neutral anymore. You're either for democracy or against it. Yes. Well, what's up, Avitala the Winged Wolf? Good to see you. You're not for a constitutional republic. Jay, just without Googling, just write real quick what you mean by that. I hate when people fucking do this. I hate when people do this. God, these fucking idiots. Yep, we didn't stop their consolidation of the media and land. Now we are paying the price. Yeah. Yep, we are paying the price. Oh yeah, Sarjon, using the memes, the pro pedo ticket. Jay's just a troll. He doesn't mean anything. They're just, remember, these are worms, you know, no spine. They just take in and poop nothing. I'm for robotic utopia. Thank you, the Anacle. Bezos, don't get scared unless the working class comes together. That is true. And Smoke Blondie, the one thing they can unite under is that they've all created such shitty jobs. You know, when people come in and they're like, billionaires are job creators. They're the worst job creators ever. Why do you think they're billionaires? It's because they're exploiting you, because they're paying you so little that you have to work 2 to 3 jobs fucking just to afford egg or rent with roommates. And they know that keeping that pressure on you will keep you from uniting. And that's also why they bought the media, so they could tell you, you know, hey man, you know who really is too greedy? It's those poor people down the street. Those are the greedy ones. Do you like my $1 million tie? You know? Well, he's showing you videos of him doing some kind of surfing that doesn't even exist. You know? He's like, here's my invisible surfboard. But you know who's really ruining society? It's those poor people who want SNAP benefits. Boo them, everyone. And he's like, here's a video of me surfing on an invisible hoverboard. Oh, you guys don't have those? Look at Zuckerberg's face. I'm convinced he thinks that's a smile. He's like, what are the humans doing? He's like, how do I behave right here? I do a smile. Oh no, computing wrong. The Zuckerberg face is so funny. What's up, Stephanie Potts? How are you? How is life? We're fighting for a better tomorrow, so don't stress. The people are uniting. No more dividing. All power to the people. Dylan loves Posh. What's up? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. He's trying to copy Elon, who cheated on his human homework off Zuck. Hold on, Fred. That is a very good point. Elon was like, I studied this all night. I think this is a smile. And Zuck is like, well, what are the humans doing? They're smiling. I think this is it. This is so funny. These two fucking inbred robots. This is why you don't inbreed robots, okay, folks? Look at these. Oh man, somebody pull the plug. Stephanie, I'm trying every day. That's all you can do. You know what? Just talking to one of my kids the other day, and they said something about failure, right? I'm not going to remember this because I got ADD, but they were saying something about failure. And I said, well, did you try? And they said, yeah, of course I did. I said, then you fucking did it. I said, the only failure is when you stop trying. I said, you have to remember that. I said, if you go 1,000,000 times and you try every time, I said, guess what, man? That's success. And all of those trying times will lead to that one moment that you do it. The only failure is when you give in and give up, like Mark Zuckerberg. When Donald Trump said, I'll imprison you for life if I don't win 2024. And he said, whoop, his butthole puckered up. And he went, I'm coming to Mar-a-Lago. What do you need, sir? Like, that's a failure. He didn't stand up for anything he believes in because he has no beliefs. His belief is money and power. All the money and power. So good on you for trying, Stephanie Potts. That's fucking it. That's all you need to do every day. Try a little bit. And you know what? If it becomes too much, you say, I'm done for today. I'm going to try again tomorrow, and then you take care of yourself. Declaration of Independence means something. Love to you. We have a difference on whether or not the laws apply to all people. I don't have to respect somebody who thinks they can be a dictator or the people who support that idea. 100%. This is why, Tia, I love you, because you get it. You speak my language. You know what I mean? If you're going to come in here and claim that we're America, which means, you know, all are endowed by inalienable rights from the creator. And then you say, like, I want to support these tyrants who just want to oppress you and fucking tell you there's a free market while they buy up the market. While they want to send your tax money, not to make sure that your kid is fucking healthy, but so that they can bomb somebody and steal their money. Hold on, where's the tweet? Where's the tweet for it? I always got a tweet for it. Or a meme. No, hold on. Where's the thing? Hold on. Give me 1 second, because I know there's a thing for it. Hold on. Oh, hey. Oh. Where is it? Where is my... Where is the tweet? Where is the tweet? Oh, I'm so stupid. I can't find it. Here we go. The anger you're feeling watching $1 billion in bombs obliterate a school in the Middle East while you can't afford to take your child to the dentist is completely justifiable. Completely justifiable. I forgot I had a couple more memes I want to show you. Here we go. I love when people do this. What if a drug addict used your tax benefits, tax dollars, so you get SNAP benefits? My brother in Christ, if the government uses my tax dollars to bomb villages, arm warlords, fund coups, and traffic children through proxy states, if a junkie eats because of me, that is the most moral thing my taxes have ever done. You're worried about a Twinkie? Hold on, I can't read it. I'm worried about a drone strike. Amen. 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 Everybody say that prayer. Here is what I was talking about. Spain's prime minister says regarding the Iran war that Spain is against this disaster and that it's unacceptable for those to use the smoke of war to hide their failures and fill the pockets of a few. Solidarity with Pedro Sanchez. He's saying the right things at least. Let's see how he treats his people. I heard they had paid time off. Oh, by the way, Zuckerberg reportedly upset over Billie Eilish's comments about billionaires. So all those people who come in here and be like, you're just talking, her speech was effective. By the way, Donald Trump just talks. He's never done anything. Hasn't served in the military, never ran a successful business. The only thing successful he runs is a criminal empire where he grifts fucking pardons out of billionaires and runs crypto rug pulls. So yeah, talking is effective. That's why us humans do it, and the dolphins aren't as good at it. Please don't get mad at me, dolphins. I love you. By the way, Godzilla vs. Kong Supernova is coming out. You know, if you're not new to the channel, you know we pray to Mecha Godzilla to rise up. Please, Godzilla, please may you rise from the oceans, come out of your sleeping space, and destroy the financial district. Godzilla men. I wanted to show that one to you. Ooh, this was a good one. Just a reminder for MAGA. Because, I mean, personally, I don't give a shit about Joe Biden. I didn't like when he broke up that strike. But anyways, his son at least fought for our country. These fucking dudes stole from a children's cancer charity. So, you know, if you're going to bring up Joe Biden. Nobody did, you know, and I don't want to trigger them. They do get triggered every time they hear about Joe Biden. By the way, did you see a federal judge? I was reading today, a federal judge will not see the case or dismissed it or something about the auto pen. They were like, there's no evidence for this. Everything is just politically driven. You know, it's just a big facade. Why, folks? Why? Because we're living under fascism. That's what this is. It doesn't slowly creep in. The Weimar Republic was, what, dissembled in fucking 8 months? You know, like, it's here. It's here. The corporate overlords and the pedOligarchy is running everything. So we got a lot of work to do, but I thank you guys for joining me. Ooh, let's play something out. Let's play something out. What should we play out?
We are Charlie Brown. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Brown. Courage our own. Together unbroken. We'll never know.
Oh, you're never gonna find heaven, Charlie. You're swirling in the toilet of hell, buddy. I don't want to play that going out. I was just kidding. I'm not playing that. That one is not getting fucking played. Fuck him. This is BUNKBED COFFIN. I'm a noun. Check him out. He's in the description. Crooks. Little D. Good to see you, man. 100+ likes. Wait, I can't see. Do we get some likes? I don't do it for the likes. I do it for the love. I do it for the love. I do it for the love because I love the people. I'm for the people because I love the people. And we, the people, are going to rise up. We're going to take this country back, like MAGA once claimed to. Poured out a PBB with Mecha Godzilla for my dad's birthday last night. Trolls be trolling. Roar. He died the way he lived. I'm talking about leftist socialism. You get healthcare, you get healthcare, you get healthcare, you get healthcare, you get an ambulance ride for free, you get a 3-day work week, you get a $66 minimum wage. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, I can feel it. Who would say no to that? Who would say no to that? You're telling me I told you I'm taxing all the billionaires and I'm giving you free healthcare. You want to go get your teeth looked at? Fucking go, man. It's on Jeff Bezos. You're gonna tell me no? You're gonna say your full work week is 15 hours and then go to the fucking beach. Go paint. Go write a poem. You know how you were always like, I think I could do poetry. I just don't have time. I'm too exhausted. Imagine having that time. That's what life is about. And here's the good news. If you say no, okay, you can work every day. You can go to one of those corporate company towns Elon Musk is trying to start, and you can go work there. For the rest of us, let us be. It's gonna happen. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. They have given Barron a pass. Yeah, talked about that yesterday. Thank you to all. Thank you to all the mods. I appreciate you guys, and thank you to the members. I love you guys, and thank you to everybody who hit subscribe. I can't do this without you. There are no heroes in this movement. There is only us. That's it. It's us versus them. Don't forget who them is. I hate those who insult and say Trump is so fabulous. Yeah. All right, guys. Hit subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. All right. Much love. Avitala, it was good to see you too, along with everybody else. And Sardion, told you, don't talk stupid or be rude to him. And that's cool. Sardion taught us that even Europe has daylight savings, which is crazy. Isn't that cool? It's daylight savings weekend. I want to find out more. I want to find out more about our brothers and sisters in arms in the class consciousness, working class movement, the revolution. I love finding out the little differences, you know? What makes us different really is like little things. Like they celebrate daylight savings, but maybe they do it funnier than we do. You know, maybe they put socks out or something. I don't know. There's so many amazing little cultural differences that I relish in. So, in a bit, people, Dylan Loves Posh, good to see you. I can see you, Sizzle Moon Song. I'm so far left, I can't even reach moderate Democrats at all. Sizzle Moon Song, I fucking love you. I fucking love you. And by the way, it's good to see you. Good to see you. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, I'm so far left, it's hard to fucking talk to people. It's hard to talk. I'm like, I'm so fucking far beyond this shit. I'm already building the new People's Republic of fucking Awesomania in my head. We're gonna need you, Sizzle Moon Song. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Thank God my phone does the time thing automatic. Yeah, but come on, you don't have any clocks in the house? Man, that's a fun one. When you don't tell the kids, you just be like, damn it, look at what time it is. And they're like, ah. You're like, ah, just kidding. I didn't change those clocks. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen, Avitala. Listen, you know MAGA. They're the most thin-skinned ones out there. Pasha's here. I'm building Red Feather Retreat in the mountains of Oregon. Oh, my God. Listen, Pacific Northwest is one of... We have no clocks. Oh, fucking so much respect. I'm a moderator on a lot of different channels and really appreciate how much effort and support it takes. It's like herding cats from a hot air balloon or west. Whack-a-troll at worst. That's awesome. Be kind of respectful. Yeah, Sizzle Moonsong. Come back tomorrow. I'll mod you up. Pasha, the Pacific Northwest is one of the places I've not been able to visit in America, and I'm dying to, because if you don't know, America does have a rainforest, and it's in the Pacific Northwest. It is our American rainforest, and we should do everything to not only treasure it, but save it and preserve it and give back to the indigenous and let us fucking visit there when they say so. But anyways, I'm obsessed with the Pacific Northwest because they have my 3 favorite animals there in that rainforest. They have orcas, wolves, and orcas. Orcas, wolves, and ravens. Sorry, crows. And I want to go, and I'm going to make it there. We'll do a live stream from the PNW. We will, because there's so many good folks out there that I want to go and hug and meet and fucking organize with. So we'll do it, and I'll come stay at your place. Our rainforest is our lungs. Yeah, I've watched so many videos on the Pacific Northwest. That was awesome, T. I wasn't sure if you've seen any of mine because he wasn't even acknowledging them. I guess I'm not a favorite yet. Oh, that's not true, Sizzle Moon Song. Sometimes I don't see the comments. So my apologies. My deepest apologies if I didn't see your stuff. But I did see you, and then I saw, it is good to have you here. I fucking love when you're here. Wolves are my spirit animal. Listen, I love wolves, and it kills me that we have decimated them in America. It bugs me because they're such a beautiful... If you've ever seen a wolf up close, man, they are magic. They're majestic. But Sizzle, I'm getting out of here right now. Come back tomorrow, please. Hit the notification bell so you can come back. We'll mod you up. We'll make sure that good people stay connected with good people. That's very important. Because we got an amazing... Badgers are my spirit animal. Short, black and white, gloss and attitude, shy face. Every time somebody says badger, I always think of the Fantastic Mr. Fox book and movie. One of my favorites. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor. Watch Fantastic Mr. Fox. Oh, God. I love when people go, you want all the things without doing shit. Bro, I've spent my life working fucking my fingers to the bone. I want the fucking labors of the fruits of my labor, brother. Read some fucking Marx. I want the fruits of my labor, bro. Who do you think's paying for this war? I worked for this fucking war. I'm paying. You and me are flipping the bill. Thorn, Smoking Blondie, Troll Slayer, Tim, Joanne, Sardyon. No, he's not paying for this war. He's not. He's the only one in here that's not paying for the war. Avitala, every American is flipping the bill for this. What do you think? Donald Trump took his crypto pump and dump money and was like, well, I should buy some of these interceptors. No, bitch. We're paying. This is the fucking fruits of our labor. Not for healthcare, not for housing, not for egg. Not for even goddamn internet. Nationalize the internet. So don't come in here and fucking be stupid. Come on. Wayne Wolf sounds like a furry. That's awesome. That's awesome, Tim. Is that what you're going to say next? Land of the free, right? You want to be a furry? Go ahead. And Tim, if you don't think Donald Trump likes furries, I could pull up the photo. He had a furry party at his house. Good night. Got to make dinner. All right, little D. Me too. All right.